Hello, how are you?
Smooth transition. Let's see
Yeah,
if we show up on the screen. Are we live? Did we do it? Did we make it onto the internets?
I see my face on the internet.
Do you see your face on the internet?
I do. It's horrible.
Yeah. Oh wait, I see me now. Yeah.
I think
No, I just lied. I just lied.
No. Yeah.
Oh wait, we're there now. I see it. Yep.
We're kind of here, kind of not. It's a mystery. I guess, you know what? We can just try and do it. If it kicks us out again, we will jump back in as soon as possible. But for now, I think we have done it. I think we are live. So let's just start by saying hi. Let's start there, and then we'll get back into the fun stuff we were doing secretly without you, stream. Sorry, but we had to go. We had to start. So hi, welcome on in. This is our first ever Fiasco Friday. We are playing LA 1938. I'm pretty sure I got that right. Thanks for being here. Let's all go around and say hi, starting in order on screen with Jordan.
Hi, we're flipped on the screen right now, me and Jan.
No. Okay, I'll have to fix that.
Just our names. Just the names.
I will fix.
Hi, I'm Jordan. I'm at Made of Cartoons, everywhere where it matters. I'll be teaching the new players how to play Fiasco. We've already started a little bit of setup since the great Twitch outage of 2019 occurred. Yeah, Jordan, that's me. Currently I'm Jan, but I think that'll be switched soon.
That should be remedied.
Ooh, there we go.
Everyone should be themselves, hopefully.
Done. I vamped for long enough. Who's next?
In order, it would be Omega. Hi, Omega.
Oh, hello, hi. It's me, Shiz Majesty. I am Omega, also known as the Critical Bard. You can find me on Twitter at the Critical Bard. Yeah, I'm a newbie. I don't know what's going on, and it's gonna be great.
It's gonna be wonderful until it isn't. Is basically my.
Nobody survives Fiasco. So.
It's gonna be really, really good until it's really, really bad.
I got my shrimp fried rice to carry me along.
Yes. Perfect. Oh hi, it's me, Jess. This is my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully we stay live. But very excited for this game. I had up a bunch of 1930s slang that Jordan had given us, but I lost it when I started trying to fix all the problems. So maybe I'll just make up my own 1930s slang and see how that goes. But thanks everyone for being here. I'm Akko_JG here and on Twitter and all the places. So check me out if you don't already. Hit that follow button to come and hang out for more of this fun, awesome stuff. And then I'm gonna hand it off to Jan. Oh, hi, Jan.
Hi there. How you doing? I'm Jan. It's Jon. You say the J like a Y because my parents are Vikings. I'm my whole name, Jan Allenson, at anywhere you can find me on the social medias where I'm not hiding from everybody. And yeah, this is my first time playing Fiasco 2, so I'm in for all of the chaos.
Yay. Perfect. So we did already start a little bit. So does everyone want to say which relationships they did already? Or so Jordan, do you want to do a little intro or anything?
Yeah, so for people who haven't played Fiasco before, the setup is kind of part of the game. A bunch of dice are rolled into the middle of the table, and then they are used to make choices from basically lists of relationships, needs, objects, locations to establish our character and our loose kind of story structure. So, but yes, if you want to open up yep. the relationships thing,
can do.
I'm pooped. I have been staring at text all day, and so my eyes are just going cross-eyed. Right, so you'll see on the relationship thing, there's 6 categories, and underneath each category there are 6 fleshed out descriptions of that category, and so that's what we're choosing right now is our relationships. The first choice I made is for Omega and I. Our relationship header is that we are ships in the night, so we'll see how that develops. And then Omega took their turn, and they picked something for Jess. The crime. Jan and Jess are gonna have a crime thing.
Crime thing
Some
going
kind
on.
of criminal thing. So that brings us to Jess.
Yes.
Jess, you can flesh out one of these existing relationships or start a fresh one.
I had one I wanted to do. Because everyone else was getting to set up things for other people, and I wanted in on that party. So what were the ones so far? So Jordan and Omega have one, and then me and Jan have one. So I'm going to put one between Jan and Jordan. And nope, that's the wrong one. That's the break a leg game that we already played. I'm going to say y'all are family.
That's so fetch.
What does it mean? What does it mean?
It means that we're family. I'm solving our little break-a-leg problem here by shrinking it down to just what we need.
I saw you archived it. That's really good.
Jan, it is your turn.
Relationship time.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, it seems the two that I'm in are established. So where are we going here? We've got the two of you in a kind of ships in the night thing, kind of passing kind of thing. Jess and I have a whole crime thing, so whatever's going on, we're cooking something up.
Yeah.
And I am somehow related to Jordan in this whole thing, which undoubtedly will turn out to be a wonderful thing, considering I'm in this whole crime thing and he's not.
Jan, you have two families.
I know.
Yes.
We're just a different type of family. That's all.
Absolutely.
Crime family blood thicker than the
Yes,
family
yes,
blood.
The one you're born into and the one that's forced upon you.
All right.
Poison is thicker than blood.
Yeah, there you go. That's what it is.
Arsenic. Oh, ow.
What kind of dice do we got? We got a lot of threes.
We don't have any fours.
We have 1 4.
Oh, do we? Oh, yeah, we have 1 4. Oh, you organized it and everything. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have
1 4 1 1 now. The number is so confusing. 1 1 1 4 2 2s. 4 what? Go away.
Well, then I think I'm going to take one of those threes, and I'm going to make my relationship with Jordan a sibling relationship.
Nice. Nice and easy.
Because that never works out poorly when the crime doesn't work out and, you know, maybe a better off sibling is there that you can crime from. I don't know.
Crime from.
Just thinking out loud right now.
I like it.
All right, siblings. For mine, I think I'll establish the last relationship on the table here. I like the idea of a community relationship for Omega and Jess.
Oh, God.
So you might be public officials, you might be the neighborhood watch, we never know.
Ooh.
Boom. Community. Actually, I don't know if neighborhood watch is on there, but...
Then...
Well, that might fall under civic, so I think we could make it, you know, a thing.
There's a community volunteers as well, so...
Oh, sure. Look at that.
Then... Actually, they're a family. And we're community. Ships in the night.
You want to set that up for us?
That's what I'm thinking. I'm trying to decide what.
There's some good ones on there.
There are some good ones, and what I'm leaning to is probably about to happen. Because why not? We are going to be a nightclub owner and the favorite entertainer.
I had a hunch. I had a weird little hunch.
I thought it might be. I love it. That's awesome.
I think we're all happy that turned out.
Let's see.
Excellent. Well, not a lot of work needed to figure out who's who there, I think. Unless you want to hear me sing, which I don't think you do.
I'm looking at. It
was almost office workers with a secret, so I was like, that was a close one.
That's a good one too.
Yeah.
There wasn't a bad choice on that list.
Well, Veterans of the Great War was a little too much for me. I was like, I want to pigeonhole myself into a character now. So,
okay. So it's between crime and community. So I'm either picking. What do I want to do here? These are interesting though. Some of these so we can't even do. So number 4 is gone. So we can't even do crime boss hood, outlaw. What's outlaws on the lam? What's the lam?
You're on the run.
Yeah, on the run. Okay.
Yeah. You're on the lam.
I don't know that terminology. Okay, are we outlaws on the run? There's everything except 4, so we can be literally anything except for the crime boss one. I like the idea of us being in something together.
Yeah, which kind of looks like a 5 or a 6 there, right?
Yeah, a 5 or a 6. That's exactly what I was thinking. We want to be outlaws on the run, or do we want to be thieves?
Thieves.
I'm thinking, depending on how things go, we're probably going to be on the lam at some point anyway, but I don't know that we need to kind of call that from the start.
Yeah.
You know.
That's true. Okay. So let's do thieves. We're thieves.
Thieves, thick as.
Yeah, we are.
That's good.
All right, Jan, you make the last choice for the relationships.
All right.
I before E.
So we don't have a 4 or a 6.
Oh, all right.
Search and no police. Please don't do bankers. Like what? Do what your heart tells you.
Unless that's how we're doing our thieving. I don't know.
But I'm just a little entertainer.
Cooking the books on the side, though.
Yeah. What exactly is civic? Like, a super broad.
It does seem broad.
I would guess, given the time period, that would probably be things like your Elks Club or your
the Rotary Club or something like that.
Those kind of things. I'm sure that didn't help as much as it could.
You think like the Lions Club. I don't know if that's
the Order of Water Buffalo.
Yeah, from the Flintstones. Yeah.
From the Flintstones? That's probably.
Everybody wants the Water Buffalo. It is fast and minus left.
Masons, Freemasons.
Well,
sort of. It is very broad. It is very broad. So.
I'm sure. Yeah. Well, so.
There's also community volunteers, whatever you want.
We're thieves.
We're thieves.
And they're this whole nightclub owner entertainer thing.
And your brothers. Oh wait, that doesn't come into play as much, but that's what we have right now.
I might have banker by day, entertainer by night. I might have volunteer by day. Am I an elected official by day? Entertainer by
day. You were elected, but as the singing mayor.
Singing mayor.
I mean, it's LA. You could have been elected due to popularity, like.
Oh, that's never happened before.
Yeah, we don't know. Maybe. It's interesting because like you research maybe like the 50s and the 60s and sometimes the 40s, but the 30s is very specific. It's not something I'm super like knowledgeable on.
Yeah, and in LA, it's not like it was the Dust Bowl and everyone was like having a real hell of a time in the Depression, you know.
Yeah.
People were still doing all right, and there was the moving pictures.
The moving pictures.
Yeah. The talkies.
So, what do we think? Because
It's up to you.
yeah, I'm aware of that, but I'm trying to get a feel for where this might go.
I like singing "Mayor," to be honest. I like everything about those two words. And
Yeah, because I like that too. Elected officials opens up some other crime options other than your kind of standard ones too.
You could do the legal kind of crime, which is white collar crime.
Oh man. 1936 is apparently after Prohibition stopped.
Yeah, Prohibition was the 20s.
Okay.
But it's during the Depression.
Yeah, I'm gonna use up that one for other reasons that might become clear later.
Okay.
So, on that relationship table, 1 is the elected officials. So we're gonna make you guys some sort of elected official relationship
Nice.
there.
Yes.
Okay. Are we in the race against each other? Are we like...
Or one of you helped the other get elected, like maybe the big entertainer pulled all the weight to get votes behind somebody else's candidacy, and so you're in some sort of relationship connected to that. I don't know.
And there's like lots of positions that aren't super important to get
Yeah.
elected. You could be.
I could also see like the entertainer being like the public face and like the like
all right.
being the like they work with them, so they're elected as well. But like, if they won't get caught as quickly as someone else would. I don't know.
One would hope. Oh yeah, we got some options.
I like this. Yeah. I like this.
All right.
Okay.
So 2, 3, and 6 are what I have left, right?
Yeah.
2, 3, and 5. So now I'm going to establish our needs.
Okay.
Or our first kind of need. And I think 2, 3, and 5. 2, 3, and 5.
Those aren't bad.
Yeah, that's not bad. There's some good stuff. Oh my god, there is literally to get rich through political graft.
Yeah.
There's literally...
That's funny. Well, I mean, that is.
I'm going to put the to get rich, though, as a need for me and Omega.
Okay.
To make things a little interesting here.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's a little obvious for the criminals. So, now that I've established one of our needs is in this top right corner, the other one will be in the bottom left, so that no one gets left out of the needs.
So yeah, if someone else, so Jan and Jess needs to go there.
That's right.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm picking a location or object.
You're picking the other need.
I am picking the other need.
Yeah, you can either start a fresh need or you can flesh out our need.
Do I want to be mean and pick it for you, or do I want to allow you two to do this?
It's part of the fun.
Do it. Yeah, it is part like.
Well, let me see what these are first. I mean, well, you're thieves, so wait, what numbers do we have? We have go away. We have okay. We have what? 2, 3, and 5. 2, 3, and 5. Got it. So you're either going to be getting to get even, to get rich, to get the truth.
Oh, there's one that would have worked for the brothers. Like, there's one like to get the truth about your real parents. Dun dun dun.
Right.
Are you even actually brothers? Too late. We don't get that. We'll never know.
Oh, okay, it's 2, 3, and 5. Damn it. 2, 3, and 5. About this towns. But they're thieves. Oh, this is hard. This is very hard. You know what? This is, yeah. You all will be 2 to get even.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I can make that a thing.
Okay, so now I have to specify one of the relationships, Jordan?
Yeah.
Okay, so I can do either, right?
Yep.
I almost did rich, but like that's so easy.
Yeah, and we already have it. It's more fun to have different things.
And truth just didn't appeal to me. So it's like, you're honorable thief, so you're Robin Hood. Okay.
So 2, 3, 5 still are the only numbers we have. So you have to get rich. So it's either through a sure thing at the track, oh gosh, through blackmail, or through an insurance claim. Oh, I like that one. I don't know what y'all are breaking or doing to try and do this, but y'all are trying to get rich through some sort of insurance claim.
Okay.
Good luck.
An insurance claim. All right.
That's interesting. That's very interesting.
False claim? What does it say?
I don't know. It doesn't say. It just says an insurance claim. So, like, are you guys going to burn down your club? Are you going to break someone's legs? What are you guys doing?
Break their legs and get their insurance? I don't think it works like that.
claim they fell down the stairs? I don't know.
They broke our bat. with their legs.
Poison someone at your club? I don't know.
I run an upstanding joint. All right, so Jan, you get to establish the last need, the need to get even.
Well, if we've got 2, 3, and 5 on the table, we're looking at your ex, your old boss, or with a rival. So I think I'm going to go with a rival, because that wouldn't even necessarily need to be the same rival for both of us.
Interesting.
I like that one. I think that'll allow for interesting things.
All right, so now we're gonna pick for the two other spots that don't have needs. We're gonna pick one object and one location. So I'm gonna set us up. It's still 2, 3, and 5, eh?
Yeah.
Yep, that's all we have.
So if you pick an object, I pick the location, or?
You can. It's the same. You could flesh out the location. If I pick a location, you could flesh it out. If it's. Yeah.
Got it.
So I think I'm gonna go with Tinseltown, or working class, or off the beaten path.
Tinseltown, working class, off the beaten path. Interesting.
I'm gonna go with Tinseltown. It's fun.
It is fun.
We're in Hollywood after all. So that's a 2. That's the last 2.
That's the last 2. So there's only 3s and 5s left, right?
Yes, and I'm gonna put it over between me and Jan on this side here. So location, Tinseltown.
Okay.
Forget about it. Tinseltown. All right. You're up, Omega.
And there's 3 and 5?
Yep. And so you can put an object between you and Jess, or you can flesh out the Tinseltown option.
See, because of... Let me move this out the way real quick. He has only 1 5 left.
Yeah. It's important to note Jan will get the last die, and it will be wild for him. So he actually will be able to choose. He'll turn it to any number he wants. So whatever we leave wide open for Jan, he will get the full.
I feel like we have to be... Yeah. Jess and I are going to be off the beaten path.
All right. We're going to do 2 locations.
Oh, wait. Or an object. Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't think about the object. Ooh! Ooh.
The whole new world.
Everything,
Lists.
everything has opened up.
It has. It really has. Because we're getting a weapon.
Uh-oh.
One weapon between us. I like it.
All right.
We're gonna get a weapon.
What
Okay.
could possibly go wrong?
Okay, let me see. So there's a 3 or a 5 yet, so I do have options. So either I can specify a weapon, long barrel automatic with bone grip, what? Or white phosphorus grenade? What does that entail? Like, what's a... I don't know.
I think they phosphorus grenades. They're like blinding grenades.
Okay, so it's like a flash?
Yeah,
Grenade?
I think so.
Okay.
Ooh, snub-nosed
Phosphorus
revolver
grenade.
in an ankle holster.
Yeah, using smoke or incendiary. Let me see. No?
That works
Oh,
really
no.
well if...
It's an incendiary bomb.
So, like, burning down your club.
Well,
Like-
I'm looking it up. Oh well, no, it's smoke. It's something.
Well, where there's smoke, there's fire. So
yeah.
Okay, it's an explosion with smoke. How about that?
Yeah. It's a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
I kind of want that because I feel like a gun is too, like, meh, but, like, a grenade, you just have a grenade. We have one grenade.
If you establish the location, Jan can choose anything from the list.
Oh, that's true. Okay, so let me go see locations, what the options are. So we're in Tinseltown, so we can do either a department store or a Gothic mansion. What is the Jigsaw Gothic Mansion? Is that a famous...
It sounds like it's a real place.
It sounds like it's a real place. It sounds like a place that's like a maze or something like that.
I was gonna say kind of like the Winchester house that you know
Yeah,
they
that
kept
has, like, all the
building out
fake-
rooms on.
Yeah, all the fake, like, sections to confuse the ghosts.
Oh, it might be a type of mansion.
A Jigsaw Gothic Mansion.
Yeah.
Okay, do we want to hang out? I feel like a Gothic Mansion is more exciting than a department store. Then again, you can get up to a lot of shenanigans in a department store.
Mm-hmm.
Is Laurel Canyon Drive particularly special? I mean, also, if I went the other way, then Jan can pick anything. What are the other options? Unused backlot, Chinese theater, rare books, tower apartments. Okay, it's between a Gothic mansion or a grenade. It's one of those. You know when you have to choose between a Gothic mansion or a grenade, and it's just like...
Oh, that old canard. Okay.
Just a regular Friday night, like...
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That's a Wednesday.
It's just...
Should we move to the chat?
I'm curious what everyone's saying. You always choose a Gothic mansion. We're trying to choose... I either get to choose the location, and I'm either going to choose a Gothic mansion, or I get to choose a weapon, and I'm going to pick a grenade. It's those two. Totally reasonable things. But also, boom. I know.
Follow your heart.
I didn't even look at the other weapons. Let me see. Hang on.
It's, if the whole thing's gonna hinge on a weapon, we gotta...
Vial of hydrochloric
Oh
acid.
shoot! Yeah, there's just a vial of acid. Wow. Okay, there's a sawed-off.
Sawed-off
shotgun.
shotgun.
Or an ankle holster, tiny little revolver, the kind that you hide.
Snub-nosed revolver.
Here's what I don't understand though. How are we sharing this weapon? There's just like one weapon like hanging out between us.
It just means there's a weapon involved in this story. That's
okay,
all.
it's not ours. It's somewhere
It could be
in the
one of
story.
yours. It could have been one of yours. It could be, you could be fighting over it. We don't know. It's up to you.
Okay.
Why have weapons when you can have the Clue Mansion? Fair.
Okay.
Blue Mansion.
That's true. The Clue Mansion is pretty magnificent. Can we just end up playing a giant game of Clue and like? Okay, I'm gonna go with the mansion then. I'm gonna go
with the Scooby-Doo mansion.
I'm gonna go with the spooky mansion.
Ooh.
Okay.
And I would have gotten away with it too. So what was that? That was 5 for location.
So that last dice is officially a wild.
Yeah.
And what remains to be fleshed out is that weapon? Is that what I'm seeing?
Yep.
Yeah. While Jan is deciding, we can all move our dice back into the middle for now.
Okay.
Okay.
Because we've now determined all this stuff.
Yeah, you can group them by color if it's...
Easier?
It doesn't matter that much.
I'm trying. Wait, I'm trying.
There.
You can get some real Escher type stuff with with these dice. They stack in interesting ways.
The way they layer? Yeah.
Are we putting them in?
No, don't worry about the numbers. They just become kind of tokens for now.
Oh, I see why they're different colors now.
Yeah.
All right.
Indeed.
One are good and one are bad. One are good. One are good.
Well,
What am I talking
One
about?
are good.
One are good.
Good is relative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know there was a lot of talk about grenades, and I know there's a Han Solo pistol on there, but I was very intrigued by that vial of hydrochloric acid,
Yes.
especially in a relationship between like elected officials and entertainers. I don't know. I just think that could make for some interesting stuff. So we're gonna go with that as our weapon.
Here's your drink, Mr. DeMille.
I like it.
All right. So the vial of hydrochloric acid. Perfect.
Yes.
How do you spell this? Okay, I think I got it. I think I got it.
Oh, there you go.
Perfect. All right, so we just need to establish the names of our characters, and and then maybe kind of come out with a little bit of a linking these things a bit. So obviously, Jan and I are gonna have the same last name, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So it sounds like I'm running a nightclub, and Omega, you are performing at it.
Mm-hmm.
Or do you want to flip that?
No, I'll be the entertainer. I think that'll be fun.
Okay. And so Tinseltown is Hollywood. It could be like a backlot. This could the Gothic Mansion could be a set for.
Ooh.
I'm just kind of thinking between the Gothic Mansion and the hydrochloric acid, we kind of have like a mad scientist's laboratory. So it could be like a bad sci-fi movie set. Anyway, that's just the word I got with the connections I made there. Jan, do you have any ideas for our last name?
Not yet.
I looked up 1930s last names, and they were pretty boring. They were pretty boring back then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What are we thinking about our characters? So we're siblings. Are we going to go with brothers and make it that easy?
Yeah, I think for simplicity's sake at this point.
I agree. So, yeah, the mansion could be a set. Yeah, because it's the whole Tinseltown thing. Although it could be, if it is a big old mansion up in Laurel Canyon, we could come from money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it could be a family home.
You know, something like that. And you went into a legitimate business as a nightclub owner.
Excuse me, yes.
And I might be the, like, I don't know, ne'er-do-well younger brother who doesn't really have a career of sorts yet and might be falling into crime.
Yeah. Are our parents still around? Are we young?
Or are they not around, but we are young and we inherited a lot of money?
Yeah, and they left a lot more money to me, I think.
Which enabled you to do the nightclub thing, and maybe I'm bitter about that?
Yeah, and they don't trust you. They didn't trust you with it.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure I got up to stuff, and they didn't want me to have any of that.
They didn't trust you with it, and yet your brother ran off and bought a nightclub.
Well, he didn't have to run very far. It is Hollywood.
Started a business.
He's a legitimate businessman.
Trying to think of a good last name. Just pick an actor or something from there.
Nelson. I'm looking up names from the time.
Yeah,
Floyd,
these are all mobster
Kelly.
names. Too.
These are all mob names. These are all like criminals and things.
What about? We could be the O'Banions.
Oh, okay.
That's a cool name.
They're my favorite fake mobsters from the Call of Cthulhu stuff. So, want to be the Brothers O'Banion?
That works for me.
Yeah.
Brothers O'Banion.
I like it.
I'll be Ernest O'Banion.
Ernest.
I love it.
Ernest. Oh
Yeah.
God.
And I feel like you should have, Jan, you should have some kind of nickname in quotation marks to go with you. Like Skids. Skids O'Banion.
Are you a driver? Are you a What are you known for? What is Sticky Fingers? Cuz you're a
Yeah.
thief?
Sticky Fingers O'Banion. Yeah, that works. Even just fingers. Fingers O'Banion. It just sounds like a.
Oh. Ew.
Well, in the literature, as they say, that would usually have been the safecracker.
Mm.
That's fun.
Ooh. Yeah.
Or the pickpocket,
Mm-hmm.
that kind of thing. I'm doing all sorts of finger gestures.
Yeah. It's called method acting. Yeah.
It's called acting, kid.
Yeah.
All right, Ernest.
Right.
Jess or Omega, do you have any ideas for names?
I already put mine in. I went and grabbed one out of like most popular girls' names of the 1930s.
You really did. Yes. All right.
Barbara
Babs.
Ness.
Barbara. That's
Barbara.
Babs. Babs Ness.
Babs.
Ooh, Babs. Yes, I love it.
Good. Well, time to shake things up a bit because my name is Constance Sawyer.
Ooh.
That's awesome.
Nice.
So smooth.
That's Mrs. Constance Sawyer.
Mrs. Constance. Oh, you can write it. You can write it. Yeah,
I can do it in for you. Yeah.
Yeah. Constance
All right.
Sawyer.
Miss or Mrs.
I did that backwards.
Mrs.
Miss.
Miss.
I feel like
that
are
is
you
really shaking stuff up.
Yeah.
All right.
Are you like you're still enjoying your freedom? You're still Miss?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm the singing mayor.
The famous singing mayor of Tinseltown.
Perfect.
All right, and if I'm in league with a Babs, I should probably be Richard O'Banion.
Okay.
Nice.
So we can get our whole Batgirl and Nightwing kind of
Oh,
dick and
nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay. Good. I'm not even mad at it.
All right. Slick Ricky. We can do this.
Yeah, so my name have been Harleen or no?
There's a whole subplot to
That's
this
a
subplot.
different
Yeah,
play
right.
set. Yeah.
And I should be Batman O'Banion.
No, you're well,
Bruce?
yeah. No, yeah.
All right.
this is good.
So we are apparently ready to go.
Okay.
Oh god. Okay.
Yeah. Out of the frying pan into the fire, my friends. And so Fiasco takes place over 2 acts. You can, when it comes around to your turn, you can establish a scene or have a scene established for you. When you establish a scene, you just start acting it out, set the scene, start going. If you establish a scene, you actually choose a die, and the die represents the sort of general outcome you want to have. The white dice represent a generally positive outcome for your character, and the dark dice represent a generally bad outcome for your character. So if I didn't want to set up my own scene, but I think that something bad should happen for Ernest, I could grab the dark die and say, and then you 3 would have to set something up for me. But I'm gonna start by setting the scene. I'm just gonna jump right into it, and it's a sunny day in, you said Laurel Canyon. That sounds like a good place for me. To me.
That's where our family home is. Yes.
Okay. And Ernest, who is a average build kind of guy, he has a kind of a thin little mustache, a little bit of a slicked back hair kind of look. He's running up the steps of his family mansion in Laurel Canyon, and he takes off his hat because the O'Banions are, if anything, polite, but then starts banging his fist against the door and says, "I know you're in there, Dick." And he's banging. He's like, "You said you'd have me that money. You said you'd get that money back to me. I opened 3 days." Ricky, I know you're in there. I'm trying to be polite, Rick. I got the keys to the house too. We both have keys to this house. Do I have to use your full name? Richard Samuel O'Banion, you open this door right now.
On hearing that, the door swings open, and he says, "You know it's a big house. It took me a while to get here. You didn't have to break out the middle names. You know how I don't like that one."
Well, learn to move faster, little brother, because sometimes things are important. Like when your big brother loans you some money, and you say you're going to get it back to him in a couple weeks, you get it back to him. It's a family thing. It's an O'Banion thing.
Absolutely. I just, you didn't say it was going to be today.
Well, I lent you the money 2 weeks ago. You said you'd pay me back in 2 weeks, and today is 2 weeks from the day that I gave you the money.
Well, you know how you say 2 weeks though, and you mean it like a general sense of time. It's not like I didn't write it on a calendar or anything.
2 weeks. 2 weeks isn't a range, Dick. It's not like a broad category of time. It's just exactly 2 weeks from the day. That's what it means. I wasn't speaking in code.
Well, you know how like that club you have isn't always open, right? It's not open on Mondays. You got to be closed to like clean and stuff like that. So but you say you're open all week. Like, you talk about these things in generalities.
I think that Ernest will push past, because he maybe hasn't been in the house for a while. He pushes past and he takes a look to take a look around and see exactly how you're using. I figure you got the house and I got all the money.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm taking a look to see exactly what you've done to the place. And as I push the door open and I look in, there are still sheets on all the furniture. You have like a camping setup in the living room, and I'm like, this place is furnished, Dick. I don't understand. Are you moving on soon? Is that what's happening here?
I just, what is with the rush that you are under? Decisions need to be made, and I'm not rushing them.
Do you know how much property costs in Hollywood, Dick?
I have an idea.
It costs most of an inheritance, Dick, and so all my money is kind of, it's not liquid. You know, it's all my cash is not fluid, Dick.
Yeah.
So when I need to stock the bar with some premium booze, and my little brother borrowed 200 clams for me 2 weeks ago, that money needs to come back so that I can purchase said booze.
Yeah, well, your comment about the inheritance, like yours, is tied up in that club, but mine is mostly this building. Mm-hmm. There's a chair over there that's probably worth more than that I can give you.
Yeah, no, so
you need it right now.
Sell the chair and give me this $200. You're not using it. You appear to be sleeping under it, but you have a roof, so. You know what? You're right. 2 weeks. Maybe it's not specific enough for you, Dick, and that's fine. So now I'll say this: tomorrow, 9 a.m., $200 in my hands. It will be square. At 9 a.m. tomorrow.
But of course, see, now you're being more reasonable. I can absolutely make that happen.
Right. You get that to me tomorrow morning, Dick.
See, now you're being more reasonable. Absolutely.
So I kind of dust off my hat, even though it's not really dusty, but the house is kind of a mess. And I go to the door and I turn on my heel and I say, and you know what? Make sure that it's clean, the money. You know what I mean when I say it's the clean?
Well, it all spends the same, doesn't it?
It's just, I don't want it to have the usual stink on it, you know? Dick?
Sure, Ernest.
Good. You have the money for me tomorrow, and then I'll see you at family dinner on Sunday. And I pat you on the shoulder and head down to my car that's waiting for me. So when a scene sort of comes to an end, people, the other players kind of that aren't really involved in the scene kind of decide how it's going to go for the person, if it went good or bad. Sometimes you can pass when you're kind of at an intersection in the scene, you can pass over a good or bad die to help decide what direction the scene takes. Or sometimes it comes to its own. So I don't know. I feel like Ernest roughed up his brother plenty good. So I think I might get a good die out of this, but it's up to you guys.
I feel like that worked out well for you, because
I would agree that pretty much ended the way Ernest probably wanted it to. Yeah.
Well, it didn't end with $200 in my hands, but
tomorrow morning at 9 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slick Ricky comes to call. I'm going. The dice that you get handed in Act 1, you hand off to someone else, and it'll make sense.
Okay.
So I am gonna. You know what? I'm gonna give a little bit of familial love back to old Tricky Dicky here, and yeah. So Jan, you can hang on to that. Good die.
Oh right, you can give out your dice. I forgot about that part.
All right.
So you got the die, but then you can give it away?
In Act 1, you give away the dice, and then in the second act, you keep the dice that you've been given. You roll them, and it determines kind of how the number of good dice, number of bad dice you have kind of determines your epilogue, pardon me. So, but don't worry about it too much. All right. So that brings us to Omega, Miss Constance Sawyer.
Okay. And how do I start again?
You can just start a scene. You can just start improvising a scene, pick where you are and what's going on. Or you can choose an outcome, good or bad, and then the rest of us will set the scene up for you.
You know what? Let's have some fun. Let's start bad.
All right. So...
Do we want this to be at the nightclub? Do we want this to be like on the campaign trail? Are you already elected? Or
I think she's already elected.
Okay.
Are we
I
going
think
with...
the caveat was that she keeps her nightclub job.
Okay. And you're definitely mayor.
Yes.
Okay.
I love that. So
here. Oh, go ahead, Jess.
I was just gonna say, like, so when it says the relationship between us is community elected officials, do I also have to be an elected official, or can I just like work with? Like, can I?
It's
am I a pencil pusher?
You could be the person that stands near Miss Sawyer with a clipboard and just jots down her coffee order. You could do whatever you want in this situation.
I think I like the idea of Miss Constance Sawyer being the face, as she is pretty well known. She's a famous canary, I believe is the term of the time. I got one, guys.
Excellent.
And then, yeah, I like the idea of being like a little bit more behind the scenes, whether I'm like following behind her with like maybe making suggestions, like
you're doing a West Wing scene where you're walking down hallways with boards. Yep. Sure.
Oh, I'm not sure. Like, I was just trying to figure out like exactly who we were to each other.
I mean, I like the idea of her being like the secretary, the one who's like jotting everything. And Constance is just walking by like shoe, and she's like, yeah.
Yeah.
but with a little of the, because she's the like mayoral assistant and not the normal like showbiz assistant. You know, she's not necessarily just taking that diva act at face value. She's pushing back a little bit because some of the city stuff has to get done.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kinda, I like that.
Yeah, like maybe like Constance kind of really likes focusing on like her show stuff and the face stuff, but she doesn't necessarily like doing like the you know, more bureaucratic side of what she has to do. So it's like,
Well,
Miss Constance, I still need you to sign all these documents. Like, I still.
With the last name Ness, it really is actually pretty good that if you're a Pennsylvania by the books bureaucrat, so you could be Elliot Ness's granddaughter or something.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone knows who this is, and I don't. I just
Elliot Ness was one of the agents that busted up with them, like all kinds of booze, crime stuff.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah. He was like the one non-mobster name that you pulled up on the
Okay.
list. Anyway.
Okay. So do you want to be at the club? Do you want to be like?
I think we can be at the office.
At the office?
Yeah. I like the idea of us walking to the hallway.
Maybe Babs has barricaded you in your office with a pile of paperwork, and that's kind of like it's just like not letting you out until you filled out about a backlog of 1,000 forms since you took office.
Okay. So yeah, I feel like I'm not sure what you want to do, but like I think like maybe Constance is trying to leave, and Babs is like, Miss Sawyer, I really must insist that you finish all this work I've asked you, and you put it off, and you put it off, and I think we really need to get it done.
Got it. I'm here for it.
Okay, so I have it all organized. It's just these ones are here. You have to sign here, here, and here. And these ones right here. You just need to, I've already put the date in. You just need to sign here, here, and here. And then over here, these ones need to be, they also need your stamp, which should be available over there.
Now listen to me, Babs. Listen to me. You're quite the special girl, but I really do need to get back to my work over at the nightclub. You see, I told them that I'd do this job if they allowed me to continue my entertainment, if you will. And I just can't be involved with all this paper pushing. Isn't that your job?
Yes, of course that is, Miss Sawyer. That is why I'm trying to make this as simple for you as possible.
Stop talking now. You're as cute as a bug's ear, but listen to me. It isn't going to happen. Now, I can either leave willingly, you know, you won't be in my way, or I'll get out one way or another.
I could come with you if you need to leave right now, and then you can sign them there at the club if that's more comfortable for you. But
what exactly do I need to sign?
Well, there is the agreement of the new community center and the money that needs to be handed off to the local unions, and that sort of thing.
We've never talked about any money going to any unions. If anything, the money needs to be going to the nightclub. I'm barely making enough as it is.
Miss Sawyer, we cannot funnel money from the town into your club.
I never said we do that. I'm just saying we don't need to be focusing on little milly-dilly unions. What have they done for this town? Nothing, in my opinion.
Well, I mean, if we keep them happy, they keep working, and if we don't, they don't.
I'm starting to get a little I'm starting to believe you're not right for this job, and you know I do believe the people love me much more than they love you. So I'm gonna give you another option. Let me do my job over there, and I'll allow you to keep this job. You like it, don't you?
Yeah, I need this job.
How badly do you need it?
It's the only job I have. I don't have a second club job at night.
Do you want one?
If that will get you to sign these papers.
Well, before I sign anything, my fingers can be a little fragile with what I do. Uh, what what can you do? Can you sing a little song for me? Anything.
Um, I don't think I'm up on the music
Oh, come
of the
on. You
times.
can. You've seen me perform all the time. I'm sure you can think of something. How about this? Repeat after me. Are you ready?
Okay.
Somewhere over the rainbow.
Oh, I definitely can't do that.
Oh, you can. Come on.
No, that's
How
definitely.
about if you sing for me, I will sign this paper.
Uh, uh, okay. Somewhere over the
You're not quite a canary, but you'll do. How about this? You keep practicing that, and where's the pen?
It's right here. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And Constance signs, still looking at her because she really doesn't want to do this. Here you go. Are you happy now?
Yes, thank you, Miss Sawyer. This is perfect. I will get this all worked out, and then next time I see you, I'll have the rest that I need done. It's okay.
Yeah, she's already like
Yeah.
pushed past her. She's like, toodaloo. Walks out.
So I'm not sure how this went bad. What do we?
I don't know.
Maybe you saw it. Maybe. I feel like maybe Constance didn't check what she was signing.
Probably didn't.
Yeah, there could be that. Some interesting paperwork went by that. Because
Okay.
it really sounded like it went very good for
It
Constance.
sounded like it went very good for Constance, so I'm just trying to think of how we could switch this into a bad ending. And I'm gonna say it's because Constance didn't pay attention to what she was signing.
And
you,
that makes sense. That makes sense because
I am a criminal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're about to probably find out some that you aren't the meek person that we are expecting, maybe. All right, good scene though, very fun.
It's all.
Ooh, yeah. Someone said perhaps she gets signed a paper that basically takes money from the nightclub and puts it in Barbara's and Dick's pockets, possibly.
Yeah, the crime could be afoot right away.
Mwahaha! Me and Dick planned all this. This has been long in the making.
So Omega, you get to give that die away to anyone you want.
Oh yeah, that's right.
LOL. LOL. LOL.
Where did it go?
To you.
I see.
Where did it go?
Where did it go?
It kind of scooted up the page, and I couldn't see where it landed. But
I was like, I didn't want to give it straight to Jess. I was like,
yeah, that's fair. That's fair. All right, Babs, it's your turn.
What do I want to do? If anyone has any ideas, I could take a die, and I will take a bad one.
Ooh. So perhaps. So the question is, who's the rival?
Oh yeah, that's right. There's a need to get even with a rival.
So the needs don't have to; they can be one-sided.
Okay.
And I mean, the rival for old Dickie O'Banion might be his brother.
It's certainly looking that way, isn't it?
Babs, I think whatever Constance just signed, I think that should be part of your scam.
Oh, that's true.
And as you leave, you should be super excited. So you're leaving, and you can't believe it that you got her to sign anything, and that but especially got her to sign some piece of paperwork that's going to give you, if not executive power, but something that's going to start the ball rolling on whatever your plan is.
Mm-hmm.
Except, yeah, maybe she signed it with the wrong name, maybe like her stage name or something. And,
Oh no.
Yeah. So maybe
That's
you
why
could
it's
be
bad.
excited to bring it to
Richard, and then Richard's like, that's not the right thing. That's true. Okay.
Or they signed something, or Constance signed something else that you really didn't want to get signed, and so it's a hiccup in your plan. So it's either either they signed it wrong or you got something extra signed that you weren't expecting.
I do.
Yeah.
I do like the like I thought I had succeeded at
Yep.
getting something signed, and she used like a stage name or like a like non-legal signature, like that's just like a heart and a kiss symbol or something.
Yeah.
Like it's just something like that. So I guess it's back at the mansion, and it's like, you know, knocking on the door like, Richard?
You will see that the door opens a lot quicker this time.
Richard, I got it. Look. And like
Quick, come on in.
Okay, and like walks in to like the tent area. Is what you were describing.
Richard is going to escort you back to the kind of drawing room that isn't covered in sheets. There's one that he's got set up a little further back that is still looks like people live here.
Mm-hmm.
Although you can tell he doesn't use it a lot, but he walks you back there like that's the normal way to go. As you're kind of halfway stepping into where he's camped out, he just kind of grabs the elbow and kind of steers you to the next room. So what have you got?
She didn't even care what I asked her to sign. She didn't even pay attention. Look, right here. She signed here and this and all the paperwork we wanted.
And Richard starts going through it. He's looking at it. He's like, okay, well, this, I think this just says the Nightingale. I don't know that that's gonna work. And what is this for? Like,
What do you mean the Nightingale? I told her to sign. God damn it! That's not. Oh crap! That's not gonna hold up.
yeah, that doesn't. We're gonna have to do something. So,
I thought we wanted the paperwork from your brother's club.
Well, this was all the right paperwork. It looks good, but none of these are the right signatures.
I mean, I could just tell her she did it wrong and try and get it again. I could go down to the club. Do we need? How soon did we need this? Like, was there?
Well, speaking of that, here's the thing. I don't know that we want to bother her with having it, signed again and things like that. Did you say she just went down to the club?
Yeah, she just went down there to sing. It's all she really cares about.
All right. Well, here's the deal. I know a guy. He can probably get these fixed up for us. Right?
So I didn't even
he can correct this so it says her actual name.
So I didn't even need to bother? Like, you had a guy this whole time?
No. Here's the deal. He costs a little money, right? And so I was going to try and avoid this, but she's not in the office right now, right?
No, she's not there. There's no one there right now.
So I'm sure she's got some petty cash in the office, right?
I mean,
we might be able to use that temporarily till this hits, just to get my guy to fix these up.
Okay, I could do that.
If we could swing by the office, and just, I could take that cash and these forms off your hands for a little bit. Give me a little bit of time. I could get them to fix them up, and we'd be back on track.
You sure this is?
Great.
You sure this is the right plan?
Yeah, because once this whole works out, once this pays off, we'll slide that money back in. She won't know a thing. She's singing at the club anyway, and then we'll be off to Easy Street. She won't even know we're gone. It'll be great. This is just to kind of grease the wheels, get things in motion.
Okay, all right. As long as we get back there, I don't need to get caught on some dumb, small, petty cash thing.
No one will even notice. She's not counting it every day.
Okay, all right. Okay, yeah, let's do it. That sounds good enough. You're right. Let's do it.
So
Nothing could possibly go wrong.
You're raiding the mayor of LA's petty cash?
Apparently so, to get forgeries done, because the signature wasn't right.
I say this ended pretty bad for you, for sure. I think we did a good job.
Yeah. So I have to give this dice out now. I should take an.
Yes.
Okay. I'm so sorry, but I have to put it over here.
You gotta get it right back. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fair. It's fair.
All right. Dick O'Banion, it's your turn to set up a scene.
Hmm.
Or
Yeah. All right. So, what does Dick need? Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you for that.
I
Yep.
was like-
Yep. That's what I get for thinking out loud.
It was like a natural reaction.
Yep. Yep. I just love the whole time, like, how Ernest loved emphasizing the name.
Yep.
Yep.
So.
you could continue right from where you left off with the office raid.
Yeah.
Or you could do something after that, like...
Yeah.
Did you, like... Would you want to go to the club and, like, tease your brother some more? You here because you got my money? No, no, you said I had sold some more.
So do you only do scenes with people who you're connected with?
No, you can bring anybody into the scene.
I wasn't sure how it worked.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you could have multiple people in the scene, right? Like, you could have literally everyone in the scene.
Sure.
You could. Yeah.
We could all be at the
That's
club.
funny.
So, I'm thinking a couple things here. We've established my relationship with Ernest pretty well to start.
Pretty simple, yeah.
Babs and I have got a caper going. But I want to figure out... I'd like to flesh out exactly what it is a little more.
Okay.
But I don't know... I'm having trouble thinking of what this big grand thing we could be doing. Right now, Dick is super focused on getting his brother off his back. But...
Yeah, we could deal with what, like, we could flesh out what we were doing. You could jump ahead to even, like, the next morning dealing with your brother with money, or you could indicate how you want to get the money, or...
Random question that will answer some questions I have in my head.
Please.
Does Ernest like Richard?
Ernie O'Banion.
You always love your family.
Yeah, Ernie O'Banion loves.
Not true.
Ernie loves Dick.
Not true.
But he
Ernie
doesn't
but he
like
doesn't
him?
like him. He doesn't
Yeah.
like him.
He loves them, but he doesn't
He
like
loves
them.
him, but he
Let me
doesn't like
rephrase that. Would he protect Dick?
While he still owes me money, yes. A corpse doesn't come up with $200.
A corpse with life insurance that we're trying to get does, though.
Oh yeah, does he the life insurance? Is he the insurance?
Oh, man.
Are you trying to kill your brother?
Hey, we got to use that
can't imagine that he is-
hydrochloric acid
Oh
somehow.
my gosh.
I can't imagine that he's worth much. But the house.
The house. If you take the house.
I could melt it. Well, what are you thinking, Jan?
I'm trying to figure out. Needs to get even with a rival.
I find in the beginning just kind of
I don't know.
kickstarting a scene, picking a place and an attitude, kind of
Yeah.
going, you know?
I feel like I'm getting a little. Why would I want that?
I'm not murdering my brother.
You don't have to do anything.
This is where you're.
Wow.
This is where you're drawing the line.
Assassin, mayor.
Yeah.
What aren't you?
What can't she do? What can't she do? She does it all.
Be smart. She has like an intelligence of like 6. Yeah.
So what did we just get the...
So you got paper signed by the Nightingale instead of Constance.
Right, but...
you need to get a better signature.
So what else is in the office?
Okay, so it's the mayor's office, so there's paperwork, petty cash, like...
There's probably a lot of files about, and like paperwork. It was probably a situation where they would have all of the deeds and everything would probably be in the big civic building.
Probably be in the lock, in the safe.
Do we want to blackmail someone or take claim of something, or...
What's your goal right now is the question. Because we haven't set up if this is a bad scene or a good scene.
Right now, you owe your brother $200.
You owe your brother $200. You're trying to get more money. Are you trying to get it for your brother? Are you trying to get it for yourself? Like, these are questions.
Mm-hmm.
How important is Ernie in Dick's grand scheme?
I love that everyone has been shortened down to nicknames.
That's the question you have to ask.
All right.
Do you want the nightclub? Do you just want more money? Do you want...
To just get out?
Yeah. Do you want to get rid of that house? Do you have something against that house? Bad memories there or something like that?
Do you want to be the songbird? No.
All right. All right, let's do the scene at the back at the office.
Okay.
Where we're getting the petty cash.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that scene. So it's you and me.
Okay.
Back at the office. We're walking in. We're trying to be all looking all sorts of.
Like we belong here?
Yeah, you know, I mean,
like I do belong here.
Inconspicuous is the word I was trying to think of.
Okay.
And you know, just making some small talk, right, as we are getting into the office. And once we get into the office, Richard will turn to you and say, "Cool. Now I don't know how much petty cash you have around, but if we had something like $500, that would make this go real smoothly."
Oh, there is definitely not $500 in here. This is for, like, buying the mayor small things she needs, you know, when she makes her demands,
for, you know, emergencies and stuff, and when I get, I don't know, sequins go wrong or something like that, I don't know.
Yeah, but $500!
So what do you have?
I mean, I guess let's go see, and, like, goes over to the desk, and, like, I feel like it's definitely locked, but she has the keys, so pulls that out, and then inside the lock drawer, there is another box that is also locked, fiddles with another round of keys, opens that, and then, gosh, I don't know American money very well. It's all, like, there wasn't coins and stuff, but, like, this is the 30s. $500 would have been, like, a fritch ton of money. Like, that would have been, like, thousands of bucks. There's no way there's thousands of bucks in here, I feel like.
You're in the mayor's office of the LA mayor.
I guess, but, like, they just you think they just had that on hand? Like, in a Okay, well, I open it
So
up and
maybe not-
crap, look, there's
No,
there's
maybe not-
$450 in here. Crap, look.
Yeah.
Maybe not in the lockbox, but in the safe, in the closet, there might be more.
$7,600.
In petty cash. That's a lot of copies.
What, like a nickel a coffee?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm saying that like in the little petty cash box, there's shy of 500. I'm gonna say there's like 425 in here. Like,
Fair.
you know what I mean? Like there's is there something else you want to try and take and like grift and hope she doesn't notice? Like, what do you want me to do here? What do you want me to do, Dick?
Well, relax. It's not a big deal.
I mean, it's not a big deal to you. This is the only other thing I got. If things go sideways, what am I gonna do?
It's not gonna go sideways. Now look, it would have been easier to smooth things out with with my guy if I had a little more. But we can definitely make that work. Because here's the thing. If we can get these papers legally submitted with the right names on them, well then the club will be mine. And I won't have to worry about Ernie always lording over the fact that he had all that money and I didn't get any of it.
Yeah, I still don't see how this is working out good for me, though, Dick.
Look, you don't understand how much he's making at that club, right? Once I can liquidate that and have all that cash, well, you know, half of it's yours.
It better be, because I've done a lot to get us here, okay? Like, It's not so fun working for this diva, you know? She has a lot of demands. She never listens to what I say. Like...
It's just a little longer that you got to put up with her. Once we get rid of that club, she's out too. Who's going to want a singing mayor? She's going to have nowhere to perform.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Okay, fine. So we got this. Is there anything else we need? I'm going to just put it back, make it all look like we didn't touch nothing.
You just hand that over to me. Let me go take care of what I need to take care of. Everything will work out.
If this was D&D, I'd be rolling an insight check right now. But I think Babs kind of gives you a bit of a like tough eye, but then it's like, all right, this better work out, and like gives you the money and goes and tries to like neaten up the office to make it look like we haven't done anything, like we haven't been here.
Richard tries to wait just long enough for it to be polite as soon as she hands him the money, and he's out.
So I would argue that this has ended pretty good.
Yeah.
For Dick O'Banion.
I think so.
Yeah, and another bad one for Babs. or sweet Babs in the woods. Jan, you get to hand that die out to someone. Some good fortune.
Yes. So I definitely don't want
Ernest to have it.
Well, yeah, finish my thought for me. There you go. All right. Well, then we'll keep things going the way they're going, and I'm gonna give that to Jess because right now our plans seem to be going well.
Seems to be.
All right. Ernest O'Banion has he's got a big crate of liquor, like a wooden crate filled with different varieties of liquor, and he is walking towards the Nightingale's Nest, his soon-to-be opened nightclub. He's got gin and whiskey and bourbon and all kinds of and scotch and all kinds of really good stuff, and it's obviously doesn't really need the $200 from his brother, but yeah. So he's going up, And as he pushes the door open, or I guess I would back through because I got the thing. There's like a swinging door. I back through and go in, and I hear the dulcet tones of Miss Constance Sawyer, aka the Nightingale's Nest's very own Nightingale. I imagine you are up on the little stage with the mic, testing out the sound and practicing a few tunes for opening night. Sounded great, Constance. Sounded real good.
Sounded like shit, Ernie.
Well, I don't really know. It sounded good to me. I don't think people are going to complain that much, you know. And I head over to the bar with the liquor and I start putting it up on the shelf behind.
How did you afford that?
Oh, well, I just moved some funds around. It's fine. We need booze. You can't open a gin joint without gin.
Yeah, we need money to keep this place open. And as you can see, no one really comes here anymore, even if I am mayor.
Well, you know, I think we've had the soft open, and yeah, sure, it hasn't been as busy as we like. But I think when we finally do, now that you're in, now that you're, you know, now that you are in charge, I think things are going to really turn over. We're gonna do the grand opening, the official grand opening, you know, on Saturday. I think I got good feeling about this.
I love your enthusiasm. I really do. And don't get me wrong. I love my voice. My voice is, it's not one that could be described.
Yeah, I know you don't have any problems with yourself, Constance.
As I shouldn't. But the people like me as much as they like the girl down the street. We need something new. We need something fresh. We need more than we're doing here, or soon enough, I'm going to be burnt out. This place is going to be burnt out, and we're going to be left with nothing.
Okay, so today's Thursday, and then tomorrow's... So we open on Saturday. What do you propose?
We need to bring more people in. That's the only thing I'm thinking right now.
Well, what are you saying? You're going to show a little leg? I thought we had talked about this earlier, and we both agreed that we weren't going to run that kind of establishment.
It's not about running that kind of establishment. It's about doing what needs to be done so we can stay on top of things. Now, back at the office, I have a girl who she might prove herself to be useful. I just got to persuade her. I'm not sure. Have you heard of her? Her name is Barbara Ness.
Doesn't ring a bell. Was it at the office? Like, what's she gonna do for us?
I don't know. Something about her is I think she's more than she is allowing herself to be.
Okay.
And I just believe that at the end of the day, we have to do something, or this place is going under, and might as well bring everyone we can, right?
Well, if your suggestion to make more money is to spend money on more talent.
Oh, I'm not talking about spending money. Oh no, she'll do whatever I say when I need it done. I'm just trying to think of options, Ernie. I can only do so much.
Well,
they say I'm just a singing mayor.
Can she juggle?
Probably not. She drops the papers every time I give her something.
Can she dance?
With her legs, she might as well trip and fall over into a pond. That might be more graceful than what she do on stage.
So maybe she I'm really trying to work with you here, Constance, but I don't see how bringing some kind of bobble-headed office girl into the mix is gonna drive people through the door.
What I'm saying is we need a fresh face for us to continue on as we are. And she has a nice voice. It needs work, a lot of it. But I think if we get her in here, that gets us more money. We don't have to do the things we might have to resort to doing. Have you heard anything about, the plans?
It's just you and me here. You don't have to talk in.
I know. We don't know who's listening around these parts. What are we gonna do about the? Are we gonna try to get the house? Are we gonna try to get? Is your brother around? What's the plan? Because I'm only going to be a mayor for so long. How long are we elected?
I really didn't pay close attention to that type of stuff. Constance, I think you're in for 2 to 4 years, something like
It doesn't matter. We need to figure out something now before we don't have the time to. So either we find a fresh face or we burn something down. It's up to you.
Well, I think that I'd like to give the nightclub a shot there, Constance. I didn't realize we were throwing in the towel so soon. So if you think this Babs Ness will do wonders for our business, then sure, I'll find some money in the budget she can work the bar.
That might be a start. Look, I'm just as frazzled as you are. You know, you seem comfortable, but I know that we got to figure something out on it. We will. We just take some time. Perhaps this might be a good start for us.
You know, Miss Sawyer, I am not the one with the backup job in office.
You know, Mr. O'Banion, I'm not the one with money in his house who can just, light a flame and see the money grow.
It's not as easy as that. So, because all my brother's stuff's in there.
Why should I care about your brother?
You care about my brother because I care about my brother.
I care about many things. Your brother isn't one of them.
Well, you must have met him then.
Well, I'm gonna have to get back to this thing. As you said, we have a soft opening, so you let me know what we should do, and I'll get on it. But until then,
you bring this dame in tomorrow. If she's got the chops that you say she has to do, I can't imagine one of your toadies from work is going to really turn stuff around for us.
Well, it's one shot or another, right?
You know show business, and I know just regular business. So we'll see what we can do.
We'll see. And with that, she walks back to the mic, and it's totally not in key because she's kind of frazzled right now, but she'll get there.
I have no idea how this scene went for me. I think it went very bad. I think it went very bad for me. But
I think it went bad for both of them, honestly.
Yeah. This business doesn't seem off to a good start. Yeah, I guess. Well, does it make sense to everyone that it went bad for me?
I think that we agree on that. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Well, Richard, I'll reward you this bad guy.
All right.
And now we're over to Miss Constance. So this is your second scene of Act 1. So when we get back around to Jan, that'll be the end of Act 1.
I'm thinking. I have two ways that I'm thinking about going right now. I can set one thing up, or I can set something else up. Because right now, in my mind, Constance is just trying to figure out not a master plan, but do I need to continue this mayor gig and suffer, or do I get money now? And her and Ernie might not be seeing eye to eye, or more so, he's not working at the pace that she wants him to work. So, let's do this. Constance appears to be starting her journey back to the office, but she makes a turn that no one probably expected if they were watching, and she actually heads to what she knows to be the O'Banion mansion, and she softly knocks on the door.
Now we've officially all knocked on the door. How fast do you answer this one, Richard?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be in between the other two because it's not his brother, but it's not somebody he knows really.
Exactly.
Um,
Just knocks one more time. Or
Door
just
will open, and you will see Richard, kind of obviously kind of straightening himself up. And uh, Mayor Sawyer, is there something I can do for you?
oh, ring a ding ding. Look at you. Oh, my manners. I apologize. Hi, Constance Sawyer. I believe you are Ernest's brother, right?
That is correct.
My apologies. I know this seems like a sudden visit. I knew your brother so well. I knew how much he loves his family and things that pertain to his business. And I just felt the need to get to know you as well. Would you mind if I come in?
Well, actually, if you don't mind, and Richard will kind of step out and kind of close the door behind him, and he'll say, well, we could walk through the garden to the patio if you'd rather.
To the patio. Well, lead the way.
And he will walk, and because of the way the mansion is set up, it's got kind of on the side, it's got that nice kind of like, whole courtyard kind of set up with,
Mm.
a place where a fountain is and benches around it, and all the nice topiaries and all that sort of thing, because it's that kind of place. So he'll
And
walk.
as they're walking, she like opens up her little baglet, whatever it is in the 30s, and takes out a little lipstick thing and just kind of gets retouches herself. Okay, that's what she does.
Absolutely.
This is a nice place you have. I've never seen it before, or I've never really come around as much as I'd like to.
Well, we back in the day, my folks threw some parties and things, but we haven't really entertained since their passing.
Oh, is that so? My apologies.
No, it's been a while. That's old history.
Well, I'm sure they were quite the parents. I didn't really know mine, unfortunately. But things happen. It's fine. We all come up somehow. And she kind of gets she's not really flirty, but she's definitely more casual than she probably should be.
Richard is absolutely not sure how to take that, so he is doing his best to be polite, but it has that kind of quizzical, like, where is this going kind of look, but he's not saying that, like, he thinks he's not putting that across, but it's pretty obvious to any observer that he's uncomfortable in this situation.
And as mayor of Tinseltown, I feel the need that I should get to know as many people as possible. And I just surprised myself that I hadn't really got to meet you. So I just wanted to talk with you for a little bit, if that's okay.
That is fine.
So tell me about yourself, Dick. Is it? Or Richard, I'm sorry, I apologize.
Richard is fine. Well, there's really not much to tell. Ernest and I came up together, the typical, prep school upbringing, and mom and dad wanted us to do all the, the civic activities and things, and Ernest always had the head for numbers, and as he's, starting a pretty successful business for himself.
Quite successful, yes.
I was always more of the the scene kid, and I was at most of the big events in town as I got older and things like that. There's a lot of wonderful things that go on in your town.
Yeah, we try to keep this place as lively as possible. Well, I mean, it's not really under my jurisdiction, but I try to keep a watchful eye.
Well, you are the figurehead, so
I am. True. But still. So yes, he's quite successful. He's done a lot. Though he works at the nightclub. He owns the place.
Mm-hmm.
I think the town really does respect him in a way, and I didn't really get to see much of you. I just wondered what you did. I don't really see you out and about, or
well, given my family's means, there wasn't the need to necessarily
your family's means.
dive right into a regular 9 to 5, as it were. So I'm still kind of figuring out how I want to make my my mark on the world, as it were.
Your mark on the world. I'm sorry. You mentioned your family's means. What did you mean by that?
Well, as you can see, my father did very well in the stock market and had amassed quite a bit that allowed him to set up the house here and establish some of the charities that he and my mother ran before their passing.
Understandable.
Most of that has gone on to Ernest's control, of course, as the elder of the siblings.
So I don't know what this is going to look like, but I'm shoving a good die over towards Constance to. I think that whatever happens next should end well for Constance.
I'm sorry. What was the last thing you said? I'm sorry. Sorry, I just got thrown off.
That's okay. I was just telling you about basically that most of the family kind of wealth went to Ernest.
But that surprises me because he might be the oldest, but I don't think running a nightclub is necessarily the best way to utilize the assets of your of your parents. Is that true?
Well,
wouldn't you want a stake in that? I would assume. That's like a slight grin, but probably not enough to be noticeable unless he's really watching.
Well, that was something that Ernest and I never agreed on, but given your influence with him, if that was something you could do something about,
I can do anything. I'm the mayor, right? But I do have a favor to ask you.
Yes.
If I may be blunt, this is the reason I'm here. Something tells me that you want more out of this life than it seems, and to watch your brother get all of this wealth and fame and power, and you left with nothing. Or I don't want to say nothing. You have a house. It's a nice house. This is what I want. And she waits for a second, and she's looking up, and she's looking at the house, and she's really inspecting it. I've heard things about this place. I've heard, just through the grapevine, it's wealth. It means a lot to this place. It means a lot to Tinseltown. Your brother doesn't want to give up this house. Can you keep a secret?
Certainly.
How can I trust you?
Well, I suppose you don't know if you can yet?
Fair. I can get things for you. Perhaps, I don't know, the nightclub? Is that something you might want?
I'm listening.
Your brother is a fool. I like him, but he's a fool. He thinks this place is going to be his salvation. And for him, it won't be. But for you, a man who seemingly has nothing, it could be a good start for you. What's your name? Dick again? Oh, Richard.
Richard, thank you.
Companions nightclub. Well, it could be the Dick if you wanted it to be, but that's for another occasion. How about this? You find a way for this house to be mine. I'll get you that nightclub. You don't need this house. You can buy another one. You can buy many. With that nightclub, you can. Trust me, I have my ways of getting what I want, and something tells me you don't. So, do you have a deal?
I think we could work something out.
Good boy. I like the way you think. I like you, Dick. I like you a lot. And like she like puts her hand on your cheek and just like pats it. We'll be in touch. Just think that over. For now, don't speak on it. We'll be in touch. And she like giggles, almost a little bit too innocently, and she walks off.
And we fade out on Dick just standing there, pretty much dumbstruck as to what just happened.
That's amazing. That was definitely a good ending for Constance. Like that was definitely. But I feel like it was good for Richard too, in that like he's working to like get things and it's like coming to him in other ways.
I like that it seems like I was supposed to be the sleazy guy from the beginning, but all I want to do is run just a really nice nightclub. And the mayor, who is also the lead, the lead star of the nightclub, just wants everything.
Yeah.
Just wants it all.
I think she wants more than she probably should have, because what kind of not entertainer becomes a mayor? Somebody who wants power.
Yeah.
Somebody who get power.
I am happy to let you take the reins on this one.
I didn't know where that was going, honestly, and it happened, and I'm not even mad at it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I went in thinking one thing, and then that didn't happen as I spoke, and I was like, let's go this route.
Yeah, that's how things happen. Who would you like to have that little nice guy that you?
You know what? Ernest needs a win.
Yeah. Poor Ernest is gonna
be. Things are going okay. But... Okay. Miss Ness.
Okay, this is what I'm assuming like it's like the next day or something like that, and I feel like Richard hasn't returned the money yet, so Barbara is just trying to appease Constance. Do you know what I mean? Just trying to like keep her entertained, and is like agreeing to do whatever Constance wants. Is just like, of course, yes, like, so that she doesn't notice that like
and you're paying out of pocket because there's no
oh yeah, there's no cash.
So if she wants
anything that Constance wants, Barbara has to pay out of pocket because she has not gotten her money back yet from Richard. So
you didn't give him a specific time frame.
That's true.
That's your fault.
Well, he claimed it was gonna be real quick. He was like, "This is gonna be such a quick turnaround."
Yeah, but he thinks 2 weeks means 3 weeks. So
yeah, Richard is clearly. It seemed like Ernest was the bad guy at the beginning, but clearly. Anyways, yeah. So I don't. I think Barbara is just following Constance around whatever Constance wants. So would Constance be in the office? Am I following her around?
She's probably. Oh well, I mean, you choose.
Or
she's
on
probably.
Or maybe like I feel like Constance likes to be in the office as little as possible. I think she would sooner be like out in the public, shaking hands and kissing babies, or something like that.
She loves the attention, even though that certain attention is annoying because fuck being a mayor.
Yeah. So like maybe she's like maybe they're opening a new fancy, I don't know, do they have malls back then? Like what would be a like ribbon cutting type event where Constance could like sing a song and cut a ribbon and like
a school, maybe? I don't know.
School, yeah. School or like another train station or something. Or...
A train station?
Ooh, a train station? Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. So, I feel like Barbara is just pleased to be keeping Constance out of the office. Doesn't want her noticing that anything's missing. Is just, like, following her around and, like... Okay, Miss Sawyer, so this is the location you wanted. It's the, lots of reporters gonna be here. Lots of people excited to hear you sing. This is, your time to shine. It's perfect for you. It's like, this Anything.
We sure a lot of people are going to be here.
Oh yes, this is a very, very important station. This is a big deal. I mean, look there. There's 2 whole people with 2 whole cameras right there. It's gonna be a big deal.
No. I know that. Why am I talking British? I'm sorry. Sorry. Backstory of that comes later. Well, this is nice. But I was thinking about doing something a little different today. Is it okay with you?
Yes, of course, Miss Sawyer, whatever you want. I mean, we should get this station open first, but then anything you want. It'd probably be good.
Anything I want?
Of course, you're the mayor.
And you're the mayor's assistant.
Mm-hmm, that's me, here to assist you.
Assistant does whatever I want.
Yes, ma'am.
So when I get on that stage and I greet all the citizens of Tinseltown and the reporters and, you know, do a quick wink and do a little, ooh, thank you for joining us on this momentous occasion, I will then introduce Miss Barbara Ness as she sings a song.
I don't know that would go over quite as well, though.
I really think it will. You have to trust yourself. Miss Ness, you've done so much for me that no other man, woman, or anyone would ever be able to do. You understand that, right?
I mean, I try my best. I want to keep you happy.
You don't have to keep me happy. You have to keep yourself happy. And when you're happy, I'm happy.
Okay, well, I would be happy not singing.
And I would be happy having you do sing.
Okay. All right. Yep.
How about this? Let's make it more clear. And she like looks around to see if anybody's watching. And they're probably like fixing up a camera or making sure things are fine. You know, probably the little ones running around. She kind of like leans in and she says, "If you don't sing tonight, you're fired." It's that simple.
Yes.
No ifs or buts about it.
All right. Yep. Okay, Miss.
Are we clear?
Yeah,
We're clear.
We're clear.
Consider this a test. I want to see what you do under pressure. If you succeed tonight, you'll be headlining at my nightclub. And making forgive my speech, a hell of a lot more money than you're doing working for me.
Okay. All right. I'll try.
You'll be fine, I promise.
Okay.
And she like gets prepped. She like gets prepped in her little station. She like, "Hello everyone, thank you for coming to our little celebration tonight. I'm so honored that you all will have me be the first one to step foot in this most grand of stations. And now I know most of you are expecting little old me to sing you a song or two, but that won't happen today because, you know, it's about spreading the love for the people. And I thought today my assistant," and like she kind of snaps and tells Barbara to get over, like giggles. "My assistant, Miss Barbara Ness, is a fabulous songstress, and she will be giving you a rendition of one of her favorites. After you." And she like backs up.
She goes up to the mic, but she definitely still stands like a little bit too far back from it. And
so I'd like to propose that this goes well for Barbara.
I was gonna say, I think, like, I'm not gonna sing, but I was gonna say that, like, Barbara sings a song of the time she knows she is capable of singing. Like, I don't know enough songs from the 1930s to name one.
No, we don't need to do all that.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say that she steps up and sings, like, a semi-popular song that's relatively easy. She doesn't sing it, like, amazingly, but she's able to, you know, keep a note, and it's, like, okay, and she only, like, wavers, like, right at the beginning, maybe, hopefully, and then... And then I think there's, like, polite applause, like, just, you know.
But I also think what she thinks is mediocre is actually better than it is, because let's be real, songs in the 1930s, they weren't the best. But, you know, anyway.
The other option would be that you wow the crowd incredibly, and Miss Sawyer is shown up and has it backfire. Like, you sing better than anybody's expecting. That could be an option.
I think she does sing better than people were expecting, but it's definitely not better. It's definitely not better than the singing mare. Do you know what I mean? It's not.
It's definitely the singing mare's assistant level.
It's definitely the singing mare's assistant. Yes, that's the level.
That's good.
Perfect.
Okay, so that's the scene, and I'm gonna give that one to Constance because I feel like everything is just going right for her right now. I feel like she has strings in everything right now. A finger in every pie. Like.
Because here's the thing. I mean, I'm not going to spoil her plan.
Oops.
Sorry, hit a button. Did I screw everything up?
It's okay, I'll fix it.
I was going for the chat.
You're good. I'll fix it. Keep going. You can keep explaining.
No, I was saying I won't. I won't.
Oh, you don't want to spoil it. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, yes, but no. It's like she has an idea.
Okay. She definitely seems to have a plan, considering everything she's doing.
Basically, she's trying to get Barbara to distract Ernest, for lack of a better word, because Ernest isn't doing shit at a pace that she wants him to be doing it at. So distract Ernest, be good at the nightclub. She'll go about burning that motherfucking house down. Or getting it in a different way and just, oops, something happened, but I'm the mayor and I'll get it fixed. But at the same time, she really doesn't care if Dick gets the nightclub or not. She'll give it to him. She'll get it for him. But that comes later.
Perfect. So,
I don't know how she became the big bad, but she did.
I love it. It's going really well for her, and I like it. Jan, it's your turn. Right.
All right. So, you set this the next morning, right?
That last scene?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely the next day. It was definitely at whatever time one opens a new train station the next day.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So, I think I will. Yeah. We're going to do a scene at the bar, at the nightclub, between Richard and Ernest. It is not going to be in the morning. It is going to probably be early afternoon. So not
9 a.m.
Oh, definitely not 9 a.m. But probably early afternoon. So like before the club's like open and like it's not club time, but it's well later than we had kind of talked about. And I think Ernest is already going to be in the club. And Richard is going to arrive, and he's going to look very officious. He's going to be in a suit that Ernest doesn't recognize, right? He's going to be carrying a clipboard, and he's going to have some people with him. And he's going to walk in, and he's not necessarily going to address Ernest immediately. He's going to walk in, and he's going to start telling some, and he's got like some kind of workmen with him who have got like they've got a couple of like wheeled dollies with them, and he's going to point them over towards the bar, and he's going to say, okay, you're going to want to get there's some cases behind the bar. You're going to want to get some of the top shelf liquor from there. Make sure it's boxed up and safe, and get it back on the truck. Some of you guys, you're probably going to want to get some of those tables and chairs from over there for the event. We're going to need those.
So I was sitting at the bar, and I wheel around in the chair because I hear your voice. And I kind of sigh, and I'm like, "You're late." And I turn around, and I'm like, "What the hell is this?"
And
back.
no, don't listen to him. We're good. We got to get this stuff moved. And he's gonna. Ernest, it's good to see you.
What is this, Dick? What's going on? Where's my money?
This is absolute. Oh yeah, that.
Where's the money?
And he kind of pats his pockets a little bit, and then he pulls out an envelope, and he hands that to you, and you're like, "Yeah, we're good."
Wait.
And then
you give stuff to people in envelopes now? What happened since I saw you yesterday? You were sleeping in a sleeping bag on the floor of our parents' mansion, and now you've got a suit. And you give people money in envelopes, and you're stealing all of my liquor.
I'm not stealing. We need it for the event.
The event that it's needed for, Dick, is the opening of this bar.
No, we're not taking all of it. We just need some of it. Right? She didn't explain to you? Oh, I'm sorry. I assumed that you were in on the whole planning of this.
No, this is news to me, brother. This is brand new.
Oh, so we're doing
when you say she, are you referring to my business partner and the mayor, Miss Constance Sawyer?
Yeah.
When did you meet Constance? When did you meet her?
Well, I don't know, a while back. Anyway, we're doing a big event up at the house. And so she needs some of the stuff from here for the event. She's going to be performing up at the house. It's going to look good in the backdrop of the canyon, lights on the house. We got the, bar set up and stuff for people to enjoy the performance. So we're not taking everything. The club's still going on. It's a one-night thing kind of thing up at the house,
So Ernest, even though he's incensed, still thumbs through the money to make sure it's all there. Is it exactly 200? Is there more in there?
No, it's exactly 200.
Well, seeing as I paid for that booze out of pocket because I didn't have this money yet, I think you owe me $50 more if you're going to take some booze up to the house. I get it. If you're throwing a party, Constant gave you the woo-woo eyes or whatever, I understand. That she has her ways. I get it. And you know what? That sleeping bag looks like it would fit two people. But taking booze from me means that you got to give me another $50.
Oh no. That's why I was a little surprised you didn't know. And he flips the clipboard and shows you the paperwork, all the official mayoral paperwork with Constance's signature on it, and talking about the stuff being for the event from the Nightingale's Nest, and it's all been doctored up to now kind of be all about this event, and but it's all right here, the agreement and all the official no, I mean the nightclub's still doing the nightclub stuff. We're just taking some of this just for the event. It's all right here in the paperwork. I thought this was what you had given her, because that's where I got the paperwork. And
Ernie gives the paperwork one of these, he's looking. Okay, so this is city business?
Oh yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, then I get a free sponsorship. Obviously, and I go to the bar and I grab a little business card. It's the only thing that it has any. No, it's a book of it's a book of matches.
Yeah, a match book.
Yeah. So just well, if this is official city business, then yeah, okay. Just make sure this is put somewhere prominent, so that your attendees can know that Nightingale's Nest put on this show for them.
And Richard just turns to the guys. He's like, "Yeah, grab some of the matchbooks. Let's throw them in with the booze. We'll put them up on the bar."
All right. It took you a while, but it seems like you pulled yourself together there, Richard.
Oh.
I don't know how you did it, but you earned yourself a white die, I think.
All right.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Ernie has like a confused but proud look on his face.
Ernie has turned into the good guy of the story, and he's being
that is
swindled by
funny.
Yeah,
everyone.
Take that, Nicholas. To call me a sleazebag in the chat. All right. Yeah, there's just something. He's confounded that Dick has put anything together, and
Yeah.
he's got official paperwork.
He's got a clipboard and a suit. This is so serious. You gave him his real name.
You can't argue with the clipboard.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
That went really well. I feel like so
Yeah.
after Act 1, everything gets to flip flop, right?
So I got to give this die out.
Oh yeah.
I think I'm gonna give that to Ernie. Yeah. All right.
Poor Ernest.
You owe me.
You don't even know.
Honest Ernest O'Banion.
Aw, poor Ernest. All right.
Nominative determinism.
It's perfect. This is a perfect time for us to take our break. So we're gonna go away for like 10 minutes. Go get yourself a drink, get yourself a snack, run to the washroom, and then come back to see what the heck happens next. Thank you guys for hanging out. We'll see you in.
What happens next?
Yeah, what happens next? I'm calling myself out. Okay. See y'all in a few.
Yeah. Let's do this.
We're back after doing the tilt. How's it going? Thanks for being here. This is totally going super duper well and not at all bad for anyone.
So you'll notice a couple new cards in the middle. They are our tilt cards. So basically, on the break, we chose what these would be, and they add some wrinkles into the mix. So our first one was a failure of some kind. A good plan comes unraveled, and then our second one was mayhem, out of control, out of control rampage. So we need to incorporate these into the story somewhere. And we're doing a shortened second act, so we each are going to have one scene, and then our epilogue. So we'll see how this goes. And I guess I start the go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's the afternoon of opening night. We're just gonna pass right to this, and I am clutching a flyer in my hand. I am crushing it, and my palms are sweaty and they're soaking through this flyer.
Mom spaghetti.
Yeah, mom's sweaty, mom's spaghetti. And I'm staring also at one Barbara Ness, who is apparently here for a mic check.
I just do what Miss Constance wants, and she asked me to be here, so I'm here.
And Constance is coming later?
I mean, have you met Miss Sawyer? She kind of does what she wants.
Right. Is there another singing mare that I didn't know about?
I hope to God no.
And I really shakily lift up this flyer that I've been crushing in my hand, and it's one night only at the O'Banion estate. The singing mare performs in the finest acoustics in town, all these types of bullcrap things. Because this flyer says that there's a Miss Constance Sawyer singing mare is going to be singing at my familial home this evening, when she's been booked for basically an eternity to open up your eternity. I mean, she's the nightingale that sits in the nest, and so I we were gonna have one act because we only needed one act, and so I don't really know what your role here is, Miss Ness.
You're saying all of this like I should have the answer?
Well, I feel as though you should have at least one answer.
My answer is, I was told to be here, so I'm here.
And you're going to sing?
I mean, preferably not, but if I must.
Well, someone has to sing. Someone has to be the nightingale in the nest.
I mean,
You're not my first choice.
Could just be an empty nest.
What exactly did Sawyer tell you to do? Just to show up here?
I mean, I thought she was gonna be here too, quite honestly, but usually I go where she is, so the fact that I'm here and she's not here is a little bit unusual for me. I'd kind of like to go find her, but you seem a little bit shaky over there. So...
Well, you know, my whole life has kind of fallen to shit. So, look, do you mind taking an order from me? Just one.
Like a drink order, or like...
As much as I would really like one of those right now, no. You need to go to where my brother is.
Your brother.
Yeah, and I hold it up, the flyer, and I
She
tap at the name.
knows who your brother is. She's just trying to act like she doesn't know who your brother is.
And I've never met you in my entire life.
Yeah,
so.
no, we have not met. But I know who you are.
You are going to go, and you're going to bring Richard O'Banion back here.
I don't recall being... Are you the mayor? I'm pretty sure I'm not your assistant.
I reach around in my pockets, I'm patting my pockets. I pull out a $10 bill, a sawbuck,
if you will.
a sawbuck, and I say, "Is this sawbuck a mayor?"
It most certainly is not, I hope. But then, who the hell knows in this godforsaken town?
That's right. It's obviously in Tinseltown, the definition of a mayor is very flexible. And so I fold up the sawbuck and I hand it to you, and I said, for now, this $10 bill is the mayor, and that $10 bill is asking you to go find my brother Richard O'Banion.
All right, no sweat off my back. Better than staying here and singing. And she walks.
Oh, you have to practice your singing too.
No,
because...
you said I was going. I'm going. Bye.
No. I'll just take my bad die.
I don't think that worked out. As
I don't even know what I was expecting. So in the second act, you keep your die instead of giving it away. All right. Please let me have the out of control rampage.
Right, and one of the characters is about to hit you right now.
All right, Miss Constance, set the wheels a turning on whatever your plans you got going.
Is it now known that there is a party that Constance is singing at her house?
I had a flyer, so.
I mean, you had a flyer. Did you get that from your brother, or is that
No.
Okay.
I found ticker tape parade style. There's just flyers all over town.
Okay.
So is this did Constance be like, I could do both, this is fine, or is Constance like, no, I'm just doing the O'Banion mansion, or
yeah, she's finding.
You could have found out about it the same way I found out about it, by finding a flyer.
Oh no, pretty much. But this is all working well for her. So what she's going to do is it's probably. So what time was it when that happened?
I said it was the afternoon.
Okay, so probably around the same time, probably a little bit after, but not the evening, not when the party's happening. She's probably going to the house. Yeah, she has arrived at the house. a flyer in her hand, but she's actually not mad about it. She's just kind of like, and in the other hand, there is a bottle of what's like some fine wine or something from the 30s. I don't know. There's some wine.
Moulin Chandon.
Right, I looked up too. Vintage wine. Something. Or maybe no, not even one like brandy.
Okay.
But yeah, this vintage brandy. It's all wrapped nice and it's really pretty. And she's hoping that she runs into Little Dicky.
So, not only is there, but you arrive and the place is like just in motion. There are like catering trucks, and there are people setting up. Like the nice little patio area where you last left Richard. Mm-hmm. Has been transformed with a stage and lights, and there's like caterers setting up bar service, and they're wheeling in all the stuff, the booze and stuff they took from the nightclub, and mm-hmm. There's some velvet ropes, walking people from where they'll be parking, and there's like little kids setting up as valets and all that sort of stuff, and he's in the middle of it, and he's got a couple people who seem to know what they're doing, because obviously he's not a party planner or anything like that, but he's got people who he's saying, oh, we should do X, and they're directing their staff.
And she kind of takes all this in. She's probably used to things of this sort, the amount of parties and events she's been to, had to show up at to do a little song here and there. But she eventually does find Richard.
Oh yes.
And she like, oh Richard, baby. This is quite the nice setup here. Now, when I saw that I was performing, I figured, oh, maybe I overlooked my scheduling or something. But then I looked at my schedule and I didn't remember seeing this. This you don't know what this is, do you?
I thought I took from our last conversation that you obviously expressed an interest in the house, mm-hmm. and you were very interested in the sort of events and the legacy of my family in this town. And I thought, well, I thought that was kind of an implicit, desire to return to the splendor that was.
And she just is smiling, and it's like the fakest smile you've ever seen. It looks a little genuine, but she's definitely like, and she like pats your cheek again, and she's like, good. I wasn't sure if you'd pull through. You seemed a little weak to me. You seemed like someone who wouldn't get the job done. I see, as I look around, she does a little twirl. I see you've really outdone yourself. Congratulations, Richard. Now there's just one more thing I need from you. I'll gladly sing here. My voice needs to be heard throughout the world if I could have my way. But I don't mind doing a song or two here and there. However, and she pulls out this bottle that's been kind of like not conspicuously behind her back, but just to her side. And she hands it to Richard, and it's very nice, probably more expensive than the stuff that's out here. So he probably thinks. It's like, this is for your brother. I think he would really enjoy this. I don't think it should come from me though. He doesn't. How can I put this lightly? You need to prove your worth in his eyes. You need to prove that you are the one to take this this club. And he can live in squalor, he can do whatever he wants. But if you want this to work, if you want this to really seal the deal, have a toast with him. You'll drink up. This would be nice, both of you. I got this from way across the land. I don't need to tell you where I got it from. It's very expensive. But I think you'll really enjoy it.
Okay, I can do that.
Nothing. It's just a simple gesture. You have to. You might be brothers, but he doesn't trust you. I don't think, and you need to regain that trust. And perhaps this is a start, but just enjoy some time with him. Perhaps see his little opening night. I know another songstress that will be there in my wake as I'm here. Are you planning on staying here the entire night?
Well, yeah, I thought that, most of the night, certainly, to make, and this is certainly where I live.
Oh, no, that's that. Well, obviously, I guess think sometime tonight you should have a drink with your brother. I think that will be a good way to seal the deal.
All right, if you think that would be for the best.
I do. I really do. You and your brother deserve the world, and I think once I gain this and you gain the nightclub and he gains whatever he gains, I think things will work out perfectly.
And Richard will accept the bottle.
She gets that simple mayoral smile, probably a little too tempting. And she actually leans in, pecks his forehead. And she goes, "Now let me survey the area. Let me make sure this is what I need. I'll be talking to you soon. Don't you worry." And she kind of gets saunters off to whatever the stage might be.
And reminiscent of the earlier scene, she leaves, leaving Richard a little, dumbstruck in her wake. And the people that were kind of following Richard seem to follow the mayor off as if it's now her event completely. End scene.
If it wasn't clear,
right,
that bottle had hydrochloric acid in it.
Oh my. Nice.
It was not clear. I forgot about the acid.
That wasn't clear, but now we know.
That's amazing.
I'm giving you a good die. I think that is how that went for you, Miss Sawyer, as usual.
That's amazing, and that's perfect because the acid wouldn't eat through glass, right? What is it? It's certain materials
No, that's why it's kept in vials.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
I didn't think if anyone was catching on. I'm like, why is there a random bottle there? What's in it? I don't know.
That's
and I was like, we forgot about the acid.
I forgot about the acid. That was amazing. Okay.
She is evil. I'm sorry. I didn't realize the route she was gonna go. I thought she was gonna be this nice bimbo. She is evil. Kill her.
She's very evil, clearly. So Barbara was told to go to the house to find Richard. So I assume that's where she's going, even though Richard, I don't think, is there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering, did she make it in time to catch Richard if she left as soon as Ernest told her to go? If she pulls up, is Richard still there?
If the parties haven't happened yet, and he said he was going to be there for a while, still setting up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll definitely still be there.
Okay. So I think this works out for her because she hasn't seen him since that night. He took the money and has not returned it.
Oh my god.
So I think she's going here because she was told to by Ernest, but she actually wanted to go here anyway for her own reasons. And is Richard outside? If she approaches the house, will she see him outside, or does she have to go knock on the door again?
No, she will show up almost, because it wasn't perfectly at the same time.
No.
So she will show up almost right as that previous scene ended. So Richard, who has set this whole thing up, she will arrive, and it will not look like he is orchestrating all this. He is sort of standing absently kind of in front of the house, and yet all of this activity is happening sort of around the other side of the house.
That's fair. And if she did go look, she would see the mayor leading a bunch of people around, which is like planning a party, which like to her is, you know, something the mayor would do.
Exactly.
Wow. Wow. Oh, man. Poor dummy. Like, I feel so bad. Yeah, so I think... Are you still outside? Like, as she's
Yes.
walking up, you're still outside?
Yep.
Okay. So she's
And Richard doesn't immediately notice that she's walking up.
Yep. Yep. So she's coming, like, right up to you. And she's like, Richard!
He'll spin, clipboard, and bottle of wine in hand.
Where have you been? Where's the money you took? What is going on here?
It is all working out perfectly.
What are you talking about? You said that would be resolved so quickly, and suddenly the mayor is running off doing different things, and she's making me sing for her now, and your brother sent me here? What the heck?
My brother?
Your brother!
That makes no sense at all.
I know it makes no sense at all, but here I am.
Wait. No, see, yes, okay. Plans changed a little bit, right? So after I left you, I had this, I had a visit from the mayor, and she seemed
Was she on to us? Did she know that we had taken the money?
Oh, no. I don't know what she was on about. It was a little confusing. She seemed very interested in the house, in the family house and things like that. So, you know, I did some thinking and I came up with a plan. And there's an event happening. She's going to be singing here tonight. There's going to be a lot of folks coming to the event. And, well, basically I needed some of that money for seed money to make this happen, for more money afterward. You know how these things work. So I don't have it yet to return, but she's not going to notice. She's out here doing events. It's going to be just fine.
How did you make another plan when you didn't even finish the first plan yet? You finished one plan before you enacted another plan. What are
There was no time for that. It fell into my lap. You got to take these opportunities when they come.
When am I getting a return on what I have invested, Dick?
So here's the deal. This whole event is a benefit for the O'Banion Tinseltown Beneficial Society. So people are going to be donating lots of money.
Okay, and then when am I getting my share of the money? Because I'm kind of real sick and tired of everything just getting all messed up, Dick. When am I getting my money?
No, you don't get it. We are the O'Banion Tinseltown Beneficial Society.
No, I comprehend that. I
They're going to be
comprehend
giving it.
that
No,
you were
no.
tricking
It's a
these people.
huge ruse. Nobody gets it. They're just going to be giving us money, and it's going to be ours.
Okay. So after tonight, that's it. We're done, right? Like it's not going to be any more nonsense after this. That's it.
Well,
you've given up on the whole club thing. Fine. I don't care. All I care about.
Well, but so here's the deal. Yeah, we stand to make a lot tonight, but you know, there's always more. You could always use that to make more. You don't want to just settle for what you've got.
Okay, I like the premise of more. That part I like, but if it's just gonna be more nonsense, then I don't want that part. When can I just get my money and go? I'm kind of sick of this.
Well, I'm not going to make you do any singing.
Okay, good. Okay. You're already winning out over the other option here then.
Trust me, I know I took a little risk with the money that we had together, but really, as you can see, look at this place. It's definitely going to pay off. This was a sure thing.
Yeah, no, it does. It looks really, really good. You did a good job. with this. So, okay, after tonight, money.
Well, and actually, I have a little bit of the money left. I mean, I can give you that now. Most of these people are doing this on promises of pay. I didn't even have to pay most of them.
Yeah, that's a sweet deal right there. Okay, that's pretty good. That's definitely the way to run business. Not pay people.
Well, but then we wouldn't have any money if I'd done that.
Yeah, if you had paid all these people, yeah, that's terrible. Definitely don't pay them. I still just don't get it. Why did I have to sing? She's the singing mayor. That's her whole thing. That's like...
See, I can't tell you why that is, but she's got the big ideas. I'm just using those big ideas to make us a little money. That's all.
Okay, fine. I'm in on this. This is fine. This is working out well. Okay, so after this event has to go off without a hitch. This is the one.
Okay, well, but here's the thing. I think if I am just hanging out here collecting the donations for charity, that may look a little suspect, right? So I think, actually, I got to run and I got to talk to my brother to make sure tonight's event goes off really well. If you could stay and kind of man the benefit, what's the word I said? Beneficial society? That's not it, but you know what I mean. If you could man the table and collect the donations, I think you've got that kind of trusting face. You've always been the better face for the scam, so you should probably stay here and do that.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I mean...
At least until I get back from talking to my brother.
That's... Okay, fine. Well, tell him I sent you too, because, like, he was sending me here to find you anyway, so, like, at least this way he'll think I actually did what I was supposed to do. And I guess I'll see if the... No, I don't want to see if the mayor needs anything. You know what? I'm staying out front here, and I will help if they need help here. I don't want to deal with that anymore. Okay, fine. Okay, right. So,
all right.
Did that scene go well? I don't know.
Did it go well for you or bad for you? What do you think?
Did it go well for me or bad for me? I legitimately don't know.
It depends on how much you believe you're actually going to get a bunch of money by the end of this.
I think she thinks she's getting a lot, and I don't think she's getting anything. So it probably went badly, I guess, in that case.
Well, no, but I mean, from your point of view, it went good.
I think it went good because she also kind of like liberated herself from Constance. I think overall it was more good than bad for her.
Yeah. Just really quickly, we have to thank, we got an amazing raid in.
Oh,
so
nice.
just really quickly, Board Game House, thank you so much. Heart your face. Welcome on in, everyone from over there. We are playing Fiasco right now, and you have caught us after the tilt, so everything is just kinda melting down, I guess you might say. And thank you so much, Sunshiny, for the bets, and thank you so much, Gormier, for all those gifted subs. So, thank you so much. Welcome on in. Prepare to watch us finish melting down, I guess. It's going really well, or so we all think.
I don't know what's happening.
Well, I feel like Constance has the best situation going on here.
All right. So was that a good die for
Yes,
Barbara, then?
I think so. I think it was a good act for her.
I think she thinks it's going really well for her, and
Right.
I mean, she doesn't have a bottle of poison wine with her, so that's good. You know, she's not about to drink poison Dom Perignon or whatever the heck you sent off with them.
A waiter or something. I don't know.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much. So yeah, what's Richard doing?
Yeah.
So we might not be able to really do the party sequences. So
Probably not.
The story we can resolve the story with our montage.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. There's a montage sequence
Basically,
afterwards.
For every die that everyone's collected, they get to do one sentence montage description of a montage scene. So we still have a chance to wrap it up.
Okay.
I don't know what's going to happen now, but
Yeah.
That was so evil.
So I think
Since this is supposed to be noir, can it be raining when you show up?
Oh my gosh.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we can definitely do that.
The name's Dick. Dickle Dick.
Yeah, so this is going to be at the nightclub then.
Mm-hmm.
Dick arriving with... Dick will have forgotten all about the fact that this is opening night for the, like, official opening night for the nightclub, right? Because in his head, it's kind of been a thing for now. He will arrive with the bottle of wine and a comp ticket to the event at the house for Ernest.
This is the most mean thing ever. You're the worst brother.
So let me paint a word picture for you as to what the Nightingale's Nest looks like as the rain pours down on Tinseltown. I paid for a very I paid extra for a hand-painted banner, grand opening banner that is like hanging underneath the sign, like my Nightingale sign, and it's just running. Like the paint is just it's just dripping down onto the front of the front walkway or whatever of the building, and the sandwich board that's supposed to advertise everything's been knocked over in the kind of the rain of the wind and rain of the storm, and it looks like all the lights are out inside. There's nobody here, or at least that's what it looks like. If we're open, you wouldn't know.
So Richard will take note of that, obviously, and note as he's arriving there, like, hey, this doesn't look, because he's shown up in a pretty good mood, a little rushed, like, hey, I need to get back to the thing, but I got to talk to my brother, but kind of slow down on coming in, like, what's going on? He'll open the door. He'll look around inside. Are you still at the bar?
I'm sitting very kind of eerily at one of the round, like kind of the cabaret tables set up around the stage. I'm sitting like right kind of in the middle, and I'm facing the stage. And there is a bottle of bourbon and a rocks glass sitting in front of me.
Watching the show not go on.
Yeah. Yep. And maybe there's like a record playing some in the background. And we're down to house lights.
Richard will note this, pause, and then he will make his way to where Ernest is, and he'll grab one of the other chairs at the table, he'll do the spin it around and sit on it backwards kind of thing, facing you. Yeah, and set the bottle of wine on the table and say, Ernest, I got a message that you wanted to see me.
It's not so much that I wanted to see you, Dick. It's that I just wanted an explanation. And I unfold the flyer, which has like been scrunched up and destroyed, and I slide it over to you at the table, and then I pour myself another bourbon. I just, I know that you think that you got the short end of the stick, but to lay me this low, it's not what O'Banions do.
Not what O'Banions do.
It's against the O'Banion code.
Ernest, I'm shocked.
You're shocked. You're the shocked one. Huh.
I don't understand. I haven't done anything to you.
What's the name of my bar, Dick? What is the name of the bar? What's the name that's up on the front of the building?
Well, it's the Nightingale's Nest.
Yes, Dick, that's correct.
Yes, Dick.
And who, Dick, is the Nightingale in that particular title?
Well, I always thought that was an odd choice for your bar.
Who is the Nightingale in the Nightingale's Nest, Dick?
Well, oh, that's probably the mayor, right?
It's 100% the mayor. Where's the mayor, Dick?
Well, yeah, she's always here. Oh, that makes sense now. No, so she is super persuasive, right? Like when she says stuff, like, man, it's inspiring sometimes. I just got to say, I wasn't using the house for a whole lot, right? And in fact, you were yelling at me the other day. It might have been like a week ago. Could have been 2 weeks. When that I wasn't really doing much with the house, and she had a real interest in it. So we cooked up this idea to do like a charity event like Mom and Dad used to do, right? Mm-hmm. At the house. Oh, it's tonight, by the way. I mean, we can go. I got you a ticket.
I slam back the rest of the bourbon in my glass. I crunch up the flyer and I throw it at your head and I say, I know it's tonight. But you know what else was tonight, Dick?
No.
Sorry.
Can you go to jail for murdering an idiot?
I'm not going to jail. I didn't do it.
I think it's time that you left.
All right. And this bottle of wine is from the mayor for you. She was really, really concerned about your well-being and wanted you to have this.
You know what I think that you should do with this bottle of wine, Dick? I think you should stick it where the sun don't shine. And I don't know if I'll just start nudging it off the table like a cat.
Richard will catch it, kind of before it falls off the,
Mm-hmm.
because it's a nice bottle of wine.
Oh yeah.
And say, hey, I can see things aren't great here tonight. I'm gonna go then. But we'll talk later.
As you get up, I say, "What's the name of my bar, Dick?"
And Dick will walk out, leaving Ernest alone, not sure how to respond.
I'm just like, "There's no nightingale in the nest, Dick. There's no nightingale in the nest. You ruined me." And you hear glasses being smashed. A little bit of rampage that's going out of control behind you. Tables being knocked over. And just where is she? She flew away. The nightingale left the nest. I guess she's gone. And just all variations on that.
I mean, at least Ernest didn't drink the wine.
Yeah, I don't know what this is for you. It's good or bad. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Oh my!
I think it's good. Honestly, I don't know if he was trying to taunt his brother, but he left with his brother in more shambles.
Yeah, if his goal was to be the worst, he did real good. He did real good.
You've got more than even with me, I think.
Yeah, you took it so much further. Like.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take that.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, because you don't know that the bottle of wine you took is poisoned, so
it's still a loaded gun. Yeah.
Yeah, it's still it's basically you still just have.
So normally, what happens at the end now, because this is our last scene. What normally happens is we all roll our dice, and it gives us kind of an outcome, which is called the aftermath. I'm gonna propose that we skip that and we just do our montage to kind of wrap up our story.
Do we need to skip it? Do we need to skip it? I don't really know what the aftermath is. How?
It doesn't always line up with what you want your ending to be, and I think because we're cutting it short, we may want to try and have a little more control of how our story ends.
Yeah, and when we do this part, we get to say what happens as we put the dice back in, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's up to you guys. If you want to do it, we can do the.
No, that's fine. No, we don't need to.
I think this works.
This works fine. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So basically, we're each going to take a turn taking one of our dice, putting it back into the middle, and narrating it's like a one or two sentence description of a scene. There's no like dialogue or role playing or anything like that. Okay. I imagine everything will go down at this party. Whatever that looks like. So, this die is a shot of Ernest O'Banion, who has finished probably a bottle and a half of really high alcohol content hooch, and he's gotten behind the wheel of his
not good.
The wheel of his car, and he tosses the pamphlet into the seat beside him, and it sort of unfolds a bit. And that's my scene. Drunkenly got into a car.
This dice is Constance basically living her best life on that stage in front of so many people who's going to see her one way or another. Just enjoying all eyes on her, knowing that in her mind, her plan's going perfectly.
That makes sense. Go ahead.
Sorry, I gave everyone one more die because we all would have ended up with one normally, and since Jess only had two, it kind of gives us a little more.
That's fair.
That's fine.
So this dice is Barbara at the party, managing to avoid Constance, managing to not have to sing, confident that she is getting her money, feeling real good, this is going real well. She's socializing with all these people, these rich people that she thinks are suckers that are giving her money that's gonna get to be hers soon. So overall, she's feeling real good at this party, I think.
All right. This is we'll go with the good, and this is Richard arriving back at the party, basking in the glow of seeming to have somehow done something right, and especially Barbara noticing that the plan is sort of working the way that Richard explained it should have been working.
So it's the scene where everyone's buying it. Everyone's buying.
At this point, yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. It looks like it's going to happen.
Yep.
All right. The rain is pounding down on the roof of Ernie's car, and he is swerving all over the road. But he's in a good mood. He's something about not having to worry about anything just makes him feel like he's on cloud nine, and he's singing Somewhere Over the Rainbow at the top of his lungs. The song, the Nightingale's favorite song.
Judy stole it from her.
I believe it.
This.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm waiting for this.
This is because as Constance was singing basically the last stanza of her song, the rain finally became too much and basically like downpoured upon the party. And they knew that if, because of possible weather, I don't know, meteorologists weren't a thing, but still, possible weather, they just moved it inside. Not as quaint as they wanted to be, but they moved it to a more covered area. So it's not what she was hoping for right now, but everything serves its purpose.
Mm-hmm. Then I'm gonna do a bad die for Barbara. Because I feel like, for a few reasons. One, now she's inside, she's closer, she might have to interact with the mayor again. She's not pleased with that. Also, I think a bunch of people left when it started raining, and she's like, crap, there's, like, money out the door. Like, that was supposed to be, like, more people here giving more donations, and if they're leaving because it's raining, that sucks. Plus, it's like... Oh, I guess not, like, Richard probably would have had the house cleaned up for the party, right? So it doesn't look too bad on the inside? Or does it
Certainly not the first floor and most of the places where people are bound to be right now.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I think that's it.
Cool. I'm moving this blue die in as the rain opens up and things move inside. It actually happens pretty smoothly, and even though they weren't necessarily prepared, most of the party planners and caterers and folks were all still there to be able to help make that transition. Although now Richard is trapped in the house with the people that he has not paid, and as the evening is coming to a close, they are starting to ask about, oh, cool, and now that we're done and with the extra cost for moving inside, and so he's really, having to kind of, bob and weave to, not make it become a oh, I don't have your money sort of evening.
This die is a pretty large explosion. It's a pretty big explosion, rocking the kind of bar district of downtown Hollywood.
Oh my.
That's it for now.
Yeah.
Constance was going to go off to the little lady's room, but saw Richard with the bottle of wine still and kind of scowls. Probably more louder than she wanted it to be, but no one would associate why she did it. But it was a simple scowl, and she just turns around and keeps walking. Not briskly, just walking.
I only have one die left, and it's a good one, and I don't know how this could be good for Barbara yet. Like, where we're at right now, I just feel like...
Do you want to wait?
You have pockets full of donated cash.
That's what I was thinking. I think
And
honestly,
you don't have to stay at the party.
that's what I was gonna say. I think Barbara is taking everything she can and just leaving. And I think Barbara's final good die and her happy ending is just that she moves out of LA and she hated it there and she hated this stupid town that like made a self-important singer the mayor, and like she's just like, I'm out, and she takes everything she can get and she leaves this town, and that's it. Like, I don't even think she has a good life, but she's just happy to be done with that place. That's Barbara's end.
That seems to make a lot of sense.
Blue die moves in, and in order to fend off some of these folks who want to get paid, Richard plies them with wine. And that goes as bad as it sounds as people start to die from the wine that he just fed them.
It sounds gross. So it sounds like everyone getting melted.
Yep, from the inside out.
This is a smile on drunk Ernest O'Banion's face as he hears the explosion behind him. And he reaches into his pocket and pulls out he just like checks to see, pulls it out just enough to see if there's paper. There's a paper in his pocket, and there is. It's folded up little document.
Constance was not going to the little girl's room. She knew very, very clearly where the back door exit was. But before she got there, she reached in her little dress, where all the. Also, bring it back. She's basically Miss Bellum from Powerpuff Girls.
All right.
So I guess picture that. A little less cartoony, but that's her. So she reaches into her bosom and gets a flask, and it's nothing special. And she untwists it as she's just dumping the contents in the kitchen as she's heading out to the back, and just tosses it to the side, and finds one matchbook from the Nightingale's Nest. Opens it, flicks off the match, and just tosses it and keeps going as the kitchen starts to burn.
All right. Jester out of dice, so that's me, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this white die is just going to be Richard getting out of the house, getting into a car that's not his, and getting out of Tinseltown with nothing but surviving the events of the night.
It's good.
So far.
Seems appropriate.
So both the O'Banions are in cars.
Right now.
Heading places.
You gotta die.
I have the
You have the final
die.
die. Yeah. What happens? What does Ernest do?
What's good for Ernest in this?
Yeah. What does Ernest want here?
I have obviously blown up my bar, and I've taken the advice of Constance Sawyer, ironically, to burn it down to try and make the money.
Oh gosh.
But then I'm driving fast down some snaky Californian
mountain highway. Yeah.
When I recognize the plates up ahead of belonging to Richard's car, and my hand goes to the paper in my pocket, and then my eyes go to how narrow this road is. And this movie ends with Ernest's car pulling up beside Richard's car.
Nice.
Between the mountain wall and the fence, or like the barrier. And it's just, it'll end with just me holding up a bottle of bourbon, and like kind of saluting him, and then we'll fade to black there.
Yep.
Maniacal look on my face.
Did he or didn't he? Yep.
We may as well just leave it there.
Oh
Nice.
my gosh.
Excellent.
This game is so bonkers.
Yeah, this one really. I have to say that you new players really learned how to throw wrenches into shit like very early on. Like I can usually handle a loop, but I could not handle the loop that you threw me into. That was
Well, the hardest thing for me was trying to make this insurance claim thing work.
The game is really open-ended. Like sometimes you end up with something and it just doesn't get highlighted that much, and like you're not going to lose the game. You don't lose the game if you don't incorporate.
No, but it's more. But that's kind of the fun of it. Like, how do I make this plausible?
Yeah, and you set it up in several different places where and we burned everything. So
dude, burned everything.
Multiple things. All.
Thank you all, because just playing off of whatever you guys were giving me was fabulous.
And I know I went way left field on some things, and I was like, well, this is happening now.
Yep.
Let's take it.
That was awesome.
Miss Sawyer was such a well-rounded character from the beginning. Like you could tell exactly what kind of person they were. It was pretty great. And then Jan, you coming in, taking all the stuff out of the bar. Like I had no idea that was gonna happen.
I didn't know what that was either. I was like, what?
Turned out to be the real snaky criminal that. Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, it's funny because Ernest and Barbara were definitely the least evil of the group. Like, Barbara's just trying to get by. She's just trying to live.
Yeah. Poor Barbara. Poor Ernest.
Poor Barbara. She made out with all the money.
Yeah, actually. She actually made out okay. And then, obviously Sawyer is fine. She got her, house burnt down like she wanted and everything.
Got everything right. For a second, I thought her plan was going to go to shit. But really, both the failure and the mayhem happened to Ernest.
Yeah, I could say that my plan at the end. So I assumed I had the insurance. I was going to get the money for my house exploding, my business exploding. But I unraveled the plan to potentially just murder my brother. Yeah. Which I said at the beginning I wasn't going to do.
Yeah, you specifically said, over and over, I won't murder my brother! I won't murder my brother!
And this is the Inception spinning top. We don't know. We don't know.
Right. Yep.
We don't know.
Well, I mean, and that bottle of wine was just a random. I was literally just looking at the page and I was like, we haven't used a vial of acid yet.
I like that it murdered all the help.
Right?
That's awful.
Yeah, that's horrible. That's right. You fed it to the people you owed money to.
Richard didn't know. He honestly just thought it was wine.
That's true. He didn't realize he was murdering all those people.
He wouldn't have told him either. That's why it didn't get mentioned. It's like, hey, this is for your brother. Kill him. No.
Jan, on the other hand.
Yeah. Jan knew what he was doing.
I like that Jan first tried to murder Jordan, and then when that failed, Jan murdered everyone else.
Might as well.
That was really good.
It was a real net zero for little Dickie O'Banion.
Absolutely.
Yeah. How much everyone just shouted that name was the best. The best.
What's kind of funny is Dick's gone, Ernie's gone, Barbara's gone. There's insurance claims out there. Yeah, Connie's getting it all. And
she's still the mayor.
She's still the mayor. She's still fine.
She is the corrupt things that happens in movies. She is that corrupt official.
If anything, though, she'll probably have some sympathy from surviving this horrible event that happened, and she'll have no blame for it.
She has to sing a song of sadness.
Yeah.
Look what happened in my town.
She becomes more world famous because of this tragedy. She gets to sing all over the world.
It's the plot of Chicago.
Perfect.
Do something wrong, sing about it. No.
That was.
This was fun. This is a lot. Cause it's funny because like, I do like improv, but sometimes improv is like, what do I do? Fuck. So this was still fun. This is actually a really good like acting exercise.
Yeah, it's just enough structure, I think, to bounce ideas off of. And there's 2 books. There's the Fiasco book and the Fiasco Companion. The Fiasco Companion has a lot of like ideas on how to use it in different ways, like as a writer or as a performer, like how to use it for exercises just like that. So I suggest anyone who's interested in it, like to check out that book.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was amazing. So let's go around. We'll say goodbye. We're in a completely different order than we were in before. I'm sorry.
We really shuffled up. Yeah.
We really shuffled everything. But feel free to tell everyone who you are, where they can find you, if you have anything you want to plug, and a favorite or least favorite moment. I don't know. But with this game, it's kind of like the most ridiculous moment. I don't know. I guess we can start at the top. We'll go down. So Omega, you're first.
Oh, I'm first. Okay.
Yeah, we got moved.
Hi. If you don't know me again, hashtag Critical Bard. You can find me on Twitter at the Critical Bard. Yeah. I'm not doing much online. I mean, I have some games like here and there, but nothing crazy. I am actually going to be part of the One Drop for Flint charity stream that they're doing. I don't know in what capacity yet, but we'll figure that out. Yeah, lots of singing, lots of stuff. I got some things planned. Me and the Opera Geek are doing a duet and some other stuff. I'm in a show right now called Kinky Boots that opens in less than a week, so that's stressful. But yeah, that's me. You can find me everywhere. Basically, look up Critical Bard and it's me.
Awesome. Do you have a favorite or least favorite thing that happened?
Oh yeah. Favorite.
Just how evil you got to be.
I won't lie. I mean, other than Constance just being pretty much a badass woman who can't do any wrong, I really enjoyed that last scene between Ernest and Dick. What's the name of the club, Dick? What is it? The Nightingale's Nest. Where's the Nightingale, Dick? That was a classic. That was a classic moment. I enjoyed that a lot.
Yeah, that was amazing.
I couldn't think about what. I just had to assume that Ernie had lost it at this point.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That was great.
That's super valid. That was really good. So next, in order going down, Jordan.
Hi, I'm Jordan. I'm at Made of Cartoons on Twitter and sometimes on Instagram. My favorite. I was honestly shocked when Dick came in with the suit and everything. That's definitely. It takes a lot for me to get completely surprised by something, and I did not see that coming. So Jan, congratulations. Like that scene was just it changed the whole. I did not expect to be playing this rundown mowed over schlub. So kudos for that. For stuff to plug, we're doing this again in 2 weeks with a whole different cast. We'll be advertising that soon, and it sounds like it looked like the vote was a fun idea, so we're going to do that again, I think, for that one. Yeah, very cool. Dusty will be playing in that, and Meg. Nice. And Jason.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, all-star cast. Another all-star cast. And then... Ooh, I don't
LOL.
And then on Tuesdays, we're doing Fall of Magic. I don't know if we're playing next week. We're down a player, but we're going to be back soon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't miss that. That's been a lot of fun to watch.
Fall of Magic is a lot of fun.
That's
a lot of improv too. A lot of fun.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's it, I think.
I just have to throw out there really quickly that for people on Twitch, Ernest started off as like the badass one, like off the bat. It was the first thing we did, and then all of a sudden he became like the most sympathetic.
Yeah, I went looking for money for my deadbeat brother, who turned out to be Kaiser Soze the whole fucking time. That's what happened. I got Kaiser Soze'd.
Oh my god.
It just all came together. The wine bottle falling was the coffee mug falling.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I got fucking Kaiser Soze.
Yeah.
By my own brother.
Look, it happens.
That was amazing. So it's me. Hi, I'm Jess. This is my channel. Thanks for being here. Follow if you didn't already. We do lots of fun stuff. Like Jordan said, we'll be doing more Fiasco to come in 2 weeks, and then probably some more again after that. We have ongoing the Spire campaign, we have Fall of Magic, we have a bunch of regular games, and then just one-shots when we can fit them in. We're gonna try and get more like Humblewood, more Uncaged Arcana, all that good stuff. We need to get more of that on here, so definitely follow, come hang out. Follow me on Twitter. I have a Patreon. Critical Bard has a Patreon. Go check that one out too. All that good stuff. Thanks for being here. Oh, and I think when after Omega, when you finished your scene, and then we're like, everyone knows there was acid in that wine, right? And it was like, what? I had no idea there was acid in that wine. I fully had no idea. That was amazing. Like, yep, brought it back around.
Right, might as well, because don't forget about that. Yeah, don't forget somebody's gonna die, maybe.
Yeah, so that was amazing. So, and Jan, thank you so much for being here.
Well, thank you for having me. It was a thrill. So, yeah, I'm Jan. I'm Jan Allenson on most social medias. I don't do a whole lot, although I did this, and I'm doing tomorrow Tales from the Loop, where I get to play a 13-year-old field hockey player. So tune in for that. It's going to be fun.
Awesome.
Yeah, it should be good times. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, so that's tomorrow at 12 p.m. EST, right? And 9 a.m. Dustin, you're in the chat. Confirm what time.
9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern.
12 noon Eastern, exactly. Yes. And
You're gonna do great, Dustin. You do not need to worry.
It's gonna be so good. It's our first Tales from the Loop, and that's so excited. Have you played that one before, John?
No. So again, I'm going into it just like I did tonight, so it should be awesome.
It should be great.
And as far as favorite moments, most memorable things, I really came in expecting to kind of, as we were putting things together, I wanted to be that kind of like, okay, I am more in control. But Omega, as you were playing Constance, and just that presence of character, it just allowed me to play both sides of the character. Like, hey, in his element, Richard knew exactly what was going on, and as soon as he got confronted with Constance, he was like, oh, this is the new plan. Like, okay, everything leads to here. So that was awesome to play off of.
That was amazing. Amazing. Thank you all so much for playing. This was a ton of fun. So thanks everyone who hung out in chat. Thanks for all the great commentary and everyone joining in and everything like that. It's always a lot of fun to have that. So really appreciate it. We'll see you around. Have a good night. Heart faces. See you all later. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.